we sit at Hozon, the premier rescue crew for the infamously dangerous Beast Bay. Now, the young Lord Herndon II, yes, that is the Lord Peter Herndon of Sagasti, firstborn son. One of his accompanying mercenaries just sent an SOS signal to our mages. Could be in grave peril, especially since he went after one of the 12 Beast Lords. Yes, I know, the deadliest of their species and whatnot. But in these trying times, the Lord needed to prove he wasn't the local drunk all the tales make him out to be. So we need to send you warm bodies to keep him safe as long as you can before backup arrives.
Cool. I also want to point out, most of you guys are new here and you're level 3s with the extra feet. Gregor, I did the Mines of Phandelver with a while back, so he is using his old character, which I think is level 5 or 6 right now. So he's going to be kind of on the strong side, but I'm going to throw monsters at him specifically as a result.
Yeah, I was about to just let him take care of everything. We'll sit back. Perfect.
I'm okay with that.
And the Lord said, screw that man in particular.
All right, so you are all currently at the port town of Hozon. You're currently being rushed towards boats to try to ferry you away, but at the last minute, a number of you make a very loud and very vibrant request to purchase items last minute in case you run into certain doom or danger. Considering this is one of the most dangerous sections of this world, it's probably a good idea to maybe have an extra health potion or a shield on you. The town guard is going to give you about 5-10 minutes to purchase anything in a local shop that you'd like before you're shoved on a boat and thrown into the sea.
All right, I definitely need a shield and some medium armor.
Did we get any extra gold?
Yeah, that was my...
Right now, each of you are going to have about 350 gold in your pocket. You got a bit of a bonus, plus your starting gold for level 3 is like 280, I think, so...
So, 350, I heard.
350.
Plus whatever we get from our background?
Yes.
Bitchin'. Okay, let's see. Let me look up prices real quick for some stuff. Because right now I'm an exposed child.
Alright, so you just wanted to add it straight to our character sheet, or?
And also let me know, too, I'm keeping a paper copy of these things so that I can easily see them.
Alright, yeah, so Torgila definitely wants some scale mail and a shield.
Is there any way I could try to haggle with someone to get a breastplate down from 400 gold to about 350?
Roll a persuasion check. You did it.
Yay.
But it's going to cost you everything you got.
I don't mind that. Like, that's literally the only thing I need.
You said that was a chest piece, right?
Breastplate, yeah. And it was for 350? Or...
Yes, 350.
Okay, that leaves me with 5 gold left over. Let me just get rid of unequipped leather armor. And let me drag and drop a breastplate onto my...
Yeah, another Roll20 tip. For the most part, you can go to the top right toolbar where there's that I section. You can type in a feat, a spell, a monster, or a lot of different things, and you can usually just drag and drop it either into your character sheet or directly onto the map itself.
Yep. Yay, now I have 15 AC instead of 12.
Very nice.
I am not as squishy.
Okay. Oh, also, you guys have to keep track of your own health. You do so by clicking your token, and the green circle is your current health.
Yep.
How would I get the cost of these items?
Well, you're at a computer, so you could just Google 5e and then the item's name, and it'll tell you the cost. Or you could tell me what you'd like, and I'm looking at tables right now.
The arrows plus 3.
Magical items, so it's not giving me numbers.
+3 arrows, I think those are rare. And rare magic items, if I remember correctly, run anywhere from the 500 to 5,000 range.
Oh yeah. Someone online said that like to get 20 of those arrows, you'd be looking at like 100,000 GP. Jesus Christ.
That's okay.
Yeah,
How about
Well, at that
regular
point,
arrows?
if you're ever that rich, you might.
Regular arrows. If you're an archer class, you should already just have enough arrows on you for this quest.
I've got 20. You think that'll be enough?
like if you wanted to, like you could probably try to get like see about buying like silvered or +1 arrows.
Not a bad idea.
I
It's
think
hard.
that,
Yeah, it's hard to just figure out the costs.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so silvered is going to cost you about 100 gold pieces for 10 of them. And oh, really? It doesn't say what it is. It just says silvered. Okay. You could get hammerheads, which turns your attack into blunt instead of piercing. Here, I'll just post this in the Discord.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
It's in general.
Ah,
All right. While he's looking at that chart, is anyone else going to be purchasing anything? Any potions, poisons, or any extra armor?
I think I'll just take 2 normal healing potions. That's 100 gold, right, for 2?
That's correct.
All right, I will get 3 potions then, 150.
Okay. Wait, who said that? Sorry, I didn't see the name.
Torgila, the Dragon Bard.
Gotcha. All right. Anyone else? Many purchases before we get out?
I'm looking at the...
can my quiver hold?
Your quiver can hold 40 arrows max.
40?
Yeah.
You,
Well, then looking at this chart, I would like to get 5 explosive arrows, 5 acid arrows, and 10 silvered. That's 200 gold.
You said 10 silver, right? Or 5 silver?
Yeah, because so like the 10 is 100 gold.
Okay. This is going to be interesting. I've never had to keep track of arrows before, so here we go.
Can I get a potion of climbing?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one.
I just make the players keep track of their arrows.
Well, I need to keep track of how much damage they do.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like how many they have.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to keep track of that.
Yeah.
Who asked for the potion of climbing? Sorry.
I did. No. Yeah, I think I'm good then.
Okay.
Totally not going to set anything on fire.
Bunch of oil, bunch of torches. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Oh, Jesus. Well, without giving anything away, that some of those things are going to be kind of helpful that you guys just got, so...
Also, depending on, like, in terms of, like, torches, I think most, like, adventuring packs come with torches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
most
don't
people
know
start off with
how many it comes with.
Like, if, like, in your, like, on roll, like, in Roll20, if you clicked on the, like, whenever you're doing, like, background equipment, if you, like, or, like, equipment from your class, it should just list them all out, because I got an entertainer's pack, and I got, like, backpack, bedroll, candles, rations, water skin.
Yeah, I picked like burglar's pack, and it didn't have like torches in it
Oh,
for
okay.
whatever reason.
Yeah,
I
it
get-
just has the
yeah.
bullseye lantern and burglar's back.
Oh. Oh, good point.
I don't really need any like means of seeing in the dark because I have dark vision.
Well, maybe you have a friend who doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, a few of us don't.
Well, luckily the quest is taking place during the day. Around noon it gets started. Is there anything else anyone would like to get before we hit the road?
Oh, I realize I don't have a rope in my pack, so I'll just get 50 feet of rope. This is Torgila.
Gotcha. All right, going once, going twice.
I'm good.
All right, all sales have been finalized. The guards give you a rough shove in your back as they push you towards the docks, where you see a variety of different sized ships, builds, makes, and models of all the vessels of the sea. Some seem to be ramshackled together quickly, and others seem to be professionally built over 100 years ago. Either way, it's just ships as far as the eye can see. However, your group is just pushed into a small tugboat-looking vessel, barely big enough to fit all of you, with a single guard at the back, who is seen casting a couple of quick spells before it shoots forward at speeds nearing 40 miles per hour. You find yourself rushing across the sea as the mountains of the Beast Bay's teeth start to close in at you. From a distance, it actually kind of looks kind of beautiful. There's a lot of stony water being splashed around. There's a couple of green foliage, a couple of animals flying up in the sky. It seems so serene and clear, but the closer you get, you start to hear the reverberating sounds of combat, screams, monsters fighting, roaring, tearing, ripping, and just eating. The whole area is just a hotbed of combat of the highest caliber possible. Luckily, we're going to be on the outskirts on the southwest side, the farthest mountain from any civilized land if you were walking there, but by sea, it's the fastest to get to. And within an hour, you've made it there. You've each been given a rune stone that will point you in the direction of where the SOS signal was first sent out from. Lord Peter Henderson II came up with around 5 mercenaries to keep him safe while he tried to hunt one of the legendary beasts that guard this mountain. If he can do that, he might be able to prove that he's not the local town drunk and actually worth a damn as a leader. But things seem to be going wrong, and it's your job to keep him safe while actual backup is set up and sent out. So, as your boat approaches and you quickly go onto the shore, you find yourself at a base of a rocky cliff. A number of small corpses seem to litter the area, and there's a ramshackled shack that seems lightly used, but for the most part abandoned.
Is there any trees nearby?
There are a few trees, yes.
Are they like jungle trees, palm trees, stuff like that?
They're kind of jungly trees. A number of them are dead.
I wonder
We
if we should we go ahead and like introduce like our characters to each other?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, we should probably do that.
we just appeared suddenly appeared.
Well, you had an hour on the boat, so let's just say you're
Okay.
still on the boat.
Well, I mean, like that way we can,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I mean, like describing our characters to each other because I don't know what anyone else fully has.
All right. Well, on your way on the boat, this is your one time to strategize, so you get a second to talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, who's going first?
I guess I'll start off. My character's name is Gorbik. He is a orc bard. He's currently wearing a metal breastplate that it doesn't quite, like in his haste he grabbed one that doesn't quite fit right, so it only covers like the top half of his body. It doesn't fully like cover like down to his stomach.
It's got like a
Jeez.
muffin top.
Actually no, he's basically built like a bodybuilder.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
and like besides that, he's just got some simple pants on. But on his back is by far the biggest loot anyone has probably ever seen. This thing is like massive. Like it's like almost as like it's about as long and as like thick as a person.
Jesus.
Also, for some reason, he just keeps flexing. he's one of those people who just, at any given point, is flexing something.
Weird flex, but okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll go. Pointy is a little goblin lad. He had like a rat tied around him, barely even like clothing. It was more like a full rat. But
Jeez.
at the opportunity to buy clothing, he has a card like similar to Gorbrick. His armor is weirdly fitted. He's got weirdly big armor, big studded leather armor he purchased, and a bunch of flasks on him, which he purchased clearly, and he just seems to be climbing things a lot. Like he probably climbed the mast, and is on like one of the like struts of the like sailing sail. Yeah, that's the word. So yeah.
Is the rat alive?
Is he like
no, the
a
rat
kid wearing
yeah,
wearing adult clothes where the sleeves are all hanging off his arms?
yeah, probably at this point. He definitely cut off the sleeves. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. I am Neroth Docha. I am a copper dragonborn sorcerer that has a large wooden staff that has a kind of bronzes gemstone at the top of it. Very sharp eyes, 6'2", and wearing not that much clothing because he looks kind of poor. And that's about it.
Okay.
All right, I'll go next. I am Torgila the Dragon Bard. More than Dragonborn, that's why I'm the Dragon Bard. And you see the resplendent silver scales on him, and this newly fitted scale mail armor. And he seems very sure of himself, with his shield in his hand, sword in his back, and a horn carved from a ram's horn in his other hand.
All right.
All we need is a gold dragonborn.
I was gonna say, how many dragonborns do we have now? It's two, right?
I am the most shiny gold dragonborn. Who has more money?
I think that leaves me. Yeah, so I am the researcher Gregor. I come from the local university. I've come out. I used to be an adventurer like you, then I retired, and this is my debut from retirement. We'll see how this goes. I'm a cleric of knowledge. Whatever the knowledge god or goddess in this world. I assume it's the same ones.
It's the same ones, yeah. Most of the gods are the same here.
So yeah, Mistra, the goddess of the knowledge and the unknown, and I seek lost secrets. And those scales are so shiny. And wow, what a sweet look.
My name is Rand Longclaw, and I am a halfling assassin. A grand total of 2'10". I have one blue eye and one black eye, and I am bald. I am wearing a hood and with leather armor underneath, and I don't like to talk to people.
Okay.
You prefer to let your knife do the talking?
My bow,
Oh, your bow, okay.
Mm.
And my bow.
like a sniper.
Yeah, after buying all those arrows, you better be using a bow.
Plus 9
Yeah,
arrows.
No,
1 million gold.
I just like to have arrows. It's just it's a collection.
Yeah, just like bottle caps.
Yeah.
Fine
Never
arrow.
have too many.
These arrows are vintage. You can't use them. They're just for show.
Yeah.
That would be good. Little
I
display
keep them in
cases.
cases.
Yeah.
Just screaming that at a lich, like, I can't use these arrows.
I want to save my friends. But this one's still in the box.
You need all those? Yes, I do.
It's mint condition.
I was about to make a in
Ruining its value.
All right, that's everyone, right?
I think so.
3, 4. Yep, I take 6 names down. So yeah, and 6 players. Perfect.
All right, works for me. Okay, so here we go. Oh, don't tell me I put down the map layer. Newbie mistakes here. All right, so you finally dock just on the edge of the mountain's lip. You can see a ramshackled shack that's mostly abandoned but occasionally used for resting for warriors. A lot of corpses and a lot of birds of prey going after the corpses. Number have been burned, arrows shot full of them, cuts through them, and a few ears and heads are exploded. Seems that there's been combat going on since early this morning. This must have been from Peter Herndon's crew at some point. You look around the area and you see a number of ways to get up, but the most obvious seems to be something of a trail-blazed path running along the southern edge of the mountain. Is there anything you'd like to check out in this area?
What color is the water?
The water is a seafoam blue, but every time a wave crashes against a rock, you can see a splash of red fly in the air.
All right. Any of the bodies do they look like Lord Henderson's bodyguards?
No, most of these aren't humanoid creatures. A few of them look like a combination between a deer and a hawk or something.
Okay. Wait, the combination like a deer hawk?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Interesting, yeah. Okay. And
How
then
long
do-
have they been dead?
Based on the birds and the rate of decay, they've been here since this morning at around 10-ish.
Okay, so kind of recent.
Gorbik has never seen such strange birds.
Yes, this is not even recorded in any of the encyclopedias. I need to take a closer look.
Do you think they taste like chicken?
Take a bite. Tell me how it is.
Gorbik would have to cook it first.
Cooking. Such a simple way of eating food. I don't understand it first.
You don't understand how to eat food?
No, the whole cooking thing.
Oh,
It's much juicier, Norm.
Not civilized, you know. Do we still hear the combat, or is it?
There's a light sound of crashing coming from above you, the occasional pop and snap of a spell, but it seems to be very infrequent.
Is it safe to assume that's from Lord Herndon's party? Or
Maybe.
okay, so okay,
Oh,
Didn't
if
we
we're not gonna
also?
cook this deer hawk, should probably check that out.
yeah, I'm very curious about this creature.
Didn't we also see fighting as we're like on the boat? Is there like some more going on? And is that unrelated?
The combat and crashing noises that you saw earlier, as well as a few flashes of spells being cast, came from other mountaintops. This whole area is a hunting ground for unique sorts of monsters and birds of prey and high value. So while Peter Herndon is fighting on this mountain, just a couple of miles away there could be another lord or another group of adventurers fighting a different creature.
All right, so we'll leave them to their fates. They're not important to us. Got it.
I need to. Oh, and we have this ruin that kind of points us in the right direction. Or,
Yes, currently the rune is pointing you pretty much about halfway up the mountain based on the way that you move the rune around.
All right. Onward and outward.
Amen.
All right, I head toward the halfway up the mountain.
Yep.
Okay. The most discernible path you see is a nice green and dirt path that has clearly been walked up many times over many years. A nice, clean trail-based road with more and more corpses the farther you get up. It seems that the deer hawk creatures are not the only ones out here, as you see another number of oozes and monster corpses that seem to be not on the friendly side, but definitely on the dead side at this point.
Excellent.
Is this path, does it wind up the mountain, or is it like going towards the mountain?
It leads towards the base of the mountain and then does wind up the side of its face. It does a lot of zigzagging, however, in order to avoid too steep of an incline.
Okay.
All right.
Jotting
how
down
far-
like notes. of
How far
weird
does
creatures.
how far does the like sounds of combat? Is it like close enough that we might be able to see it if we scout it out, or does it sound like it's halfway up the mountain? Or
Roll a perception check.
okay.
My dog's freaking out. He's like, "Who are you talking to? There's no one here."
Who
Okay.
are you people?
All right, based on the noises that you're hearing, you try to focus in as best as you can, tilting your head up towards the sky. You can hear that combat is not something you could reach if you were to sprint in that direction. It is fairly high up the mountain, and again, it's still pretty sporadic, so it doesn't sound too panicked, it doesn't sound too safe, but if you start sprinting now, you'll be out of breath by the time you get there.
Okay. Yeah, I look to the others and I say, whatever's happening, it's kind of far away. So we should we don't need to be too cautious, you know?
All right, so we can pick up the pace a little bit and be fine. Got it.
All right. So if you're looking to rush up the side of the mountain, is that okay with you guys taking this trail?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as we're not gonna sprint up, like you said.
Just walking up the
Like
trail.
jog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a light jog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone roll an athletics check for me.
I like that.
Oh come on! I rolled a 2. I have a +8 to this, and I rolled a 2.
Wait, why
First
did you
like
do
high
two of
roll
them
I've ever
there?
got in this game.
Yeah, why does it do 2?
We're on that one. I mean, nat 20.
Will someone ask you about 2 or something?
Why is it
Why
do
they're
2?
rolling 2 of them? Yeah.
Oh, because it's set to rolling advantage.
Yeah. So you can, with Roll20, set it so that you toggle whether or not you roll with advantage. But me personally, I figure always roll with advantage, and if they have it, use the advantage number. If they don't have it, you don't need to even look at the second number. But the left number is your first
Okay.
roll, the right number is your second roll.
Yeah, it's pretty much like just if you want to, like instead of having to toggle between advantage, disadvantage, or normal, it's just you have 2 of them there.
And use the first one unless you have advantage or disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good with that then.
Okay. And I'm good with your rolls, everybody. With a team average plus a nat 20, you're able to cleanly huff it all the way to the top. At one point, Pointy almost seems to trip over the side, but he's quickly saved by Jack is 00. Dang, I don't know which hero that is.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Okay. So you guys are able to huff it up, and you're making really good time. It only takes about 30 minutes for you to reach what is considered a third of the way up the mountain, which is an area known as the Prayer Plateau. This spot is a jutting bit of rock that is extremely flat and for the most part pretty guarded from monster incursion. As a result, people come here quite frequently to set up prayer memorials and statues and little spaces where they can pray to their god before they try to fight the bigger monsters farther up ahead. As you approach it, seeing multiple different shrines, you also hear the broken breathing of an injured person. As they see you, they draw out their weapon in a nervous gesture, but they also wave at you to come and speak to them.
All right, I will step forward.
All right. Let me just
Excuse me, are you with Lord Henderson?
Oh, thank God, a rescue team. I've been out here bleeding out for the past hour. Where have you been?
We just got here as quick as we could. Hey, you're looking a little rough here, so I
that's
will
mine.
give him a healing potion.
It's made.
All right. He happily takes the healing potion and takes a big old gulp.
All right, mark that off my inventory.
I think it's 2d4 or 2d6 with healing potions.
2d4 plus 2.
All right. He's going to get up 5 health, which is going to take him out of his critical space, and he's going to be able to stand up and give you the biggest smile of his life. Cool. My stars and garters, I thought this was going to be the end for me this time. Whew, this lord is a moron. He keeps sending us the wrong orders, keeps trying to just give us bonuses to our... He's just trying to, like, buff us with all his spells, but he won't draw out his blade. He's worthless. God, I think he showed up drunk this morning.
What? What is he doing?
He's just using vicious mockery over and over on creatures with huge amounts of health. It's ridiculous. Sure, the burns are very good and they're well placed and insulting as hell, but a monster doesn't care if you make fun of its talons as long as it can rip into your flesh.
Learned is magic.
Gorbik looks kind of sad as he's like making fun of vicious mockery.
Well, to be
That's
fair,
what I do.
if he's helping his team out, he should be perfectly fine suited to that capability.
These strange markings on the ground.
Yeah, this one was here when we got here. Apparently, this is the Flying Beast Mountain. Someone felt like they needed to create a bit of an artifice to make the beast feel a bit more welcome to all the adventurers coming to kill it.
Writes it in his notes.
This this thing on the ground, it doesn't mean like there's gonna be one of these, right? You haven't seen a giant phoenix?
No, I've been seeing a lot of flying deer monsters coming after me, but I haven't seen the phoenix yet.
So, there is a phoenix?
Well, reports say that there's an enormous flying bird, but most scouts are just too petrified with fear to give clear descriptions. Everything is mismatching. A bunch of talons, filled with scales, covered in feathers, a bear's face, a lion's neck, the tail with a serpent's head, and everyone tells a different story, but they're always dangerous and big.
Well, if it looks like that, this artistic rendition doesn't do it a good service. A giant bear head? That's crazy.
We should
It's a very good drawing of a chicken.
gain.
Well,
Does sort of look like. Well, we should find this fellow and get out of here.
yes, staying here too long could cause some trouble. I myself, I can't make it back up the mountain. I've used up all my spell slots for the day, and I've just drained of energy. I can try to keep some beasts at bay and make sure the road's safe for your way back, however.
I would appreciate you covering our rear like that.
As he says this, I need everyone to roll a perception check for me.
17.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not pretty.
God dang it, I am rolling like garbage. 8.
That's my
Shit.
Okay, well, Gregor had a good roll, so as you're talking with the man, Gregor seems to be looking around all the shrines, trying to take a note of who likes to pray here, how frequently they pray, and other things along those lines, when suddenly one of the shrines starts to shimmer and move. Bits and pieces fall off of it as it gelatinously forms into a gray glob on the ground that slowly starts to grow in size. Soon, peering around in every direction, he notices multiple of these shrines are doing the exact same thing. It seems that some sort of chaotic magics in this area are causing the shrines to become sentient, and 4 gray slimes appear on the ground surrounding you. Everyone roll initiative.
We've got incoming.
And make sure to click on your character before you roll initiative.
Oh, yeah, let me make sure I am clicked on. There we go. Boom.
Oh, now you.
There we go.
Oh, now you give me above a 10.
Where am I? There we go.
Character.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
All right, it
4.
won't let me add there. I forgot to click it before I did it. Is there a way to just put my initiative in there?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. Oh,
Or you can
no.
keep the 20. Just kidding. Or just keep the high number.
Ah, shoot. I set up all your character sheets. I forgot to set them so they're only good on one sheet. Dang. Okay. Give me one quick second. I gotta fix this problem I've made for myself.
This map is really cool.
Yeah.
This one is not of my own making. This is a Shezin Peku map.
It's like, I think I've been here before. Oh, wait, no, this is a little bit different. Where is it?
No, it's the same map, but what they do is
Okay.
if you give them $5 for every map pack, you will get that map plus like 8 variations: day, night, magical, non-magical, battle damage, like bloody corpses everywhere. So it's nice.
Here.
Okay, I think I got my problem fixed. But that's gonna be for next combat. We're just gonna push through with this one because we'd have to redo initiatives, and I'm not doing that. So 1, 2, 3.
All right, it didn't add my token to the turn order yet. And I think if you right click and add the initiative or add to something, then it'll work.
Yeah, you can right click and do add turn.
Yeah, I can't do that myself. It's not letting me do that.
I would have to do that.
Okay, yeah. Just give me a sec. Okay. I got Narath's in there. What did you roll, Narath?
15.
Okay. And Torgila.
17.
Oh, so why is my initiative a 13? I rolled an 18.
Well, it's fixed now.
What the heck?
All right. The early bird gets the worm, and in this case, the early bird is Rand.
So there's 4 of these, whatever they are.
Gelatinous gray goos that melted out of the brickwork on all these shrines.
Are each of these squares 5 feet?
Yes.
What's my speed? Where's my speed? 25. So I shall move. 1, 2, 3. And I shall attack, like the bottom right cube.
One more thing. If you have the select tool chosen, the one on the top left of your screen, you can left click and hold on the map and you'll ping it.
Ah. Is that Yeah, I want to attack that guy. if that's
Okay.
if that's showing up.
Yes, bottom right. I saw it. It was green, I believe.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how to attack with Roll20?
No.
All right. So shift click on your token to open your character sheet,
Shift click. Okay.
and then on your character sheet. In the middle, you'll see short sword, short bow, and dagger. You can also trigger to have your sneak on if you successfully are able to sneak. And
Okay.
However, because you have these weird arrows, I'm going to probably have to roll for them. So what would you like to hit him with? What kind of arrow?
An explosive arrow.
Nice.
We got Archer over here.
Okay, with an explosive arrow, you're going to hit both of those gray goos. So let's see what you can hit him with.
Okay. I have advantage on my first attack against people who haven't taken the turn in combat yet.
Okay. They both fail their dex saves critically, actually, because you have no wait, you having advantage doesn't give them disadvantage with saves. I don't think that's how that works.
No, it doesn't.
Not that I'm aware of now.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Either way, though, they still fail the dex saves.
The only thing that his having advantage does gives him his sneak attack, because if a rogue has advantage on an attack, they get sneak attack. So whichever one you are initially trying to, like, if you're trying to hit one of them, like whichever one you're like aiming the bow at, like that one will have the sneak attack damage done to it, whereas the other one will just get the explosive arrow damage.
Okay.
Do I just click on the bow?
You can, but since you're doing an explosive arrow, I have to just roll it as a separate thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or
So-
on the top left of the screen, there's a dice icon. You could mouse over that and choose to do 2 D10 dice if you'd like to roll it.
Well, wouldn't he have to like hit them
Roll the
first?
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, because his arrow could go wide.
If he clicks on the bow, it should make the attack roll for him.
Yeah, it'll do the roll, the roll to hit.
There we go.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he
So
got a hit.
22. Is that gonna hit?
A 22 is going to hit.
And so then if you click on, if like in the roll chat, if you click short bow again, it'll roll the damage for the short bow. No, like in chat.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the actual
there's-
word short
Oh,
bow.
gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And so basically you do that much damage to the whichever one you're actually hitting, and then the explosion damage would go off and hit those two.
Since it's my assassinate, any hit I score is a crit.
Oh, then basically basically just click on the thing, like click on your damage roll again.
The damage roll. Okay.
And then however, like you won't add your modifier, like on your 8 piercing, it's just going to be the 5. You're not going to add your modifier to it. So pretty much you did 12 sneak and 13 piercing to the one you initially shot at.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after that, then the
explosive.
Yeah, then the explosive. Though if that technically counts as a crit, would that, like, then the explosive arrow damage would also be doubled, because its damage is a part of the attack, so it would be 4d10.
Damn.
Jesus.
What the hell?
Holy shit.
Roll 4 D10s.
Blast the cliff and we all go falling.
Well, actually, because of the rules I do D10s with, you're going to do 20 damage for sure, and then roll 2 more D10s.
Oh.
So I'm going to take the first 2 there, because you're already doing enough as it is.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
So your explosive...
Already dead.
What the fuck?
So you do 26 explosive damage, and you're doing 25 damage to the initial guy you hit. So you're doing 51 damage to the one gray ooze, who not only explodes but fizzles out mid-air with steam hissing away as it burns into nothingness and ash. Meanwhile, the explosion severely burns the other one. It was leading into it, not realizing what was going to happen next, and the burns are so severe that it bubbles all the way to a puddle, but it is still alive, just barely.
Still alive.
I've never played an assassin before. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's like now imagine if you took the alert feat and got basically a +5, like added 5 extra onto your initiative order.
Yeah, so it happens every time, basically.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, Jesus. All right, that was a pretty good turn, I gotta say. Gorbik, let's see what you got.
So Gorbik is just gonna look over at this one here that was caught in the explosion. And he's gonna look at it and say, "My friend, you should just die." He's gonna cast Vicious Mockery on it.
Okay.
It needs to make a DC 12 Wisdom save.
He fails.
And it takes 2 psychic damage.
You know, the ooze thinks you're right. It really shouldn't still be alive. That was way too much of a painful burn, and he does not want to go through recovery periods. So he just kind of gives up, like some Star Wars character we all know about.
Nice.
I just insulted a thing to death.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Guess it's not such a bad spell, huh?
2 damage.
I guess I'll
that.
die.
Oh my god. I was planning for like stuff to happen after the first round of combat, but I don't think we're gonna get there.
Sorry.
And Gorbik just flexes. And just looks happy with himself.
Nice.
All right.
That's the end of my turn. 'Cause I have bonus action stuff, but I'm saving it.
All right. Torgila the Dragon Bard. Let's see it.
All right, so I will move right here next to that ooze, and I will then cast Thunder Wave on him. So if I angle it this way, it shouldn't get Nyrith. That's her name, right? If I angle it right, I think I don't get him. He's a 15-foot cube from me.
Alrighty.
All right, so then he has to make casting at first level, it has to make a con save of 13. I'll put it up here, yeah.
If it's 15-foot cube, I think it will hit.
Unless if I move here, then it wouldn't, right?
Well, it's it's 15-foot cube around you.
It should be 15-foot cube in front of me.
Oh, in front of you. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like around you.
No.
Okay.
No, that's like a Thunderclap, the cantrip. That's around. But no, this is directly in front of me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then it would just hit the ooze.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what's off range. Yes. So yeah. So it has to make a con save of 13.
And it almost gets there, but not nearly enough.
All right. I suppose I should probably roll damage for that in here. Wait, where are you?
Jesus.
All right. The cube in
10
front.
thunder damage.
Not bad. Electricity sparks out of your being and shoots forward, creating a huge cone of electricity, which sucks up the goo and makes it just shiver and shake with electrical fields. It's not doing too badly, but that definitely hit it in the face if it had one.
All right. And that is my turn.
All right, Pointy the Goblin, you're up.
So Pointy was just looking at the guard and conversing with him, and suddenly all hell breaks loose. And then he goes, "What's going on? What's going on?" And he he runs this way, an explosion just triggers in front of him, and he scampers the other way. And then lightning flies down onto this guy, and he's just like, "Whoa! I don't even know what's happening!" And he just attempts to slice this guy, with his short sword. Ooh, 15.
And you will get sneak attack as well because you have an ally within 5 feet of it.
Oh, yeah, good point.
All right.
Oh, it doesn't roll.
You should have a sneak
attack?
trigger, I think.
Or like what's sneak attack at level 3?
2d6.
2d6, yeah.
Yeah, so you can just roll 2d6.
6. Buy him out.
Wow.
All right.
Hey.
13 damage. Not bad. Rolling minimum damage on the short sword.
Flailing about the area as explosions and electricity spark up, you run to the nearest glob to try to do your best to help, and you cut deep into its side, dealing 13 damage. However, as your blade sinks in, a hissing noise can be heard, and you can see the edges of it are starting to corrode a bit. You will do 1 less damage per die next turn.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna.
Sword.
Oh
Are
yeah.
you- Yeah, just being freaked out by that, I'm gonna use. Can I just pull out the blade? Fine, and it's like hissing,
Yeah.
like it's not like in him.
Yeah, like you just dipped in acid for a second.
Okay, I've got 40 moves, so I'm pretty fast. So, and I also have second story work, because I'm a thief. So I'm gonna, as soon as the blade starts boiling, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, nobody told me about this!" And I'm gonna climb up the cliff and just look down at it. It's like kind of Lilo and Stitch, kind of crawling on all fours, going up the thing and looking at this weird goop.
All right.
It's my turn.
And since you're the small, you can disengage with a bonus action, so no opportunity attack. Lucky you.
Well, I thought someone took the mobile feat.
Yeah, I've got that as well.
Yeah, so pretty much just when you hit a creature, you can move away without having to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Gotcha. I didn't realize that was his feat. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Narath, you are up.
Looking at Gregor, does he have like a melee weapon on him?
He's got his trusty magic mace. Oh, sorry, Gregor.
No, it's good. Is it magic? Oh, I'll take it. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I'll cast Enlarge Reduce on him and enlarge him.
I feel embiggened.
Okay, and that should be it for my turn, yeah.
All right.
So now he's a large creature.
Yeah, and he gets 1d4 extra damage for every melee attack. And there's one more thing I need to find it.
Also, he gets advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Yeah, that's it.
Jeez. The Grey Ooze, seeing this other creature get big just like he can get big, rushes up to challenge him and show him who's boss. And he uses something called Pseudopod to slam into you twice.
Punchy little guy. Or,
Ooh. Does being larger affect your AC at all?
I think it's a -1.
No, it doesn't change your AC at all.
Oh, okay.
that's good.
Okay. Not bad, not bad. However, this pseudopod is really trying his damnedest after seeing his friends pretty much be annihilated in front of him, or what he can consider friends, and both of his hits are success. The first one only dealing about 5 damage to you, so it's not too bad. It's a hit, but your armor starts to melt and warp a bit. Your AC goes down by 1 point temporarily. Not only that, but the second strike that it has seems to reach under one of your leg guards and hits you directly on the skin, causing your leg to cripple for a moment as you go onto one knee, taking a solid 16, 11, 27 damage.
Holy crap.
Jesus!
Oh my god. Gregor
Oh,
Carey.
And again, you take another -1 to your AC as a result.
that would have one-shot me.
My priestly robes.
All right. And the ooze is going to shamble around and grab you close so that he can opportunity attack if you try to run.
Oh, but it's and it went willingly into the murder sandwich.
All right, our gray ooze who just got thunderbolted wants a little bit of revenge. He's gonna
Understandable.
smack you twice.
All right, my AC is 17.
All right, one slam is going to hit you just a little bit too hard that it dents your armor in the wrong spot, causing 11 damage to bleed out of your side. Your AC also goes down by 1. The second strike, however, you're definitely able to step away from as it splats onto the ground and reforms in front of you.
Okay.
Gregor, you are now up.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm last because I was like putting away my journal, and all this stuff happens. Big. Oh, that hurt. Okay. So I'm gonna have to do my spell on this putting between us here. Oh, dead on him. Let's make a wisdom save. And
Ooh, it critically fails. Its brain is just mush.
he takes necrotic damage.
All right, the one in front of you feels bells ringing all around him, which vibrate its entire body, causing its innards to do a little bit of a popping dance. You see bubbles fly out as its size starts to reduce, taking 15 damage. All right. Anything else for you, Gregor?
Nope, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Next up is Rand. Welcome back to your turn.
Okay, so we got 2 oozes left. I can't use explosives right now, I guess.
I mean, we'd appreciate if you didn't. Let's put it that way.
Where's the distance? Alright, I'm in range. I shall attack the far. Oh, right. There we go. The far ooze from me. And. Yeah, he has an enemy within 5 feet, right?
He does.
So I get my sneak attack on him.
Yep.
Just a normal arrow on the guy, on that ooze.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll damage.
There we go.
All right. A solid shot rings true, flying over the shoulder of your allies and directly into the ooze, cutting through it and out the other side. A large portion of it came along with the machine, and now it sits there, limp and hollow, barely, feebly alive. All right. If you got nothing else, it's going to be Gorbik's turn.
You know, it worked last time. He's gonna
What you know?
he's gonna turn to the one that just got to the one that's been zapped and stabbed and shot at, and he's gonna say, "You should you should follow your friend and die."
Ah, damn. Oh man.
All right.
DC 12 wisdom save.
And it fails, and sure enough,
It takes 1 psychic damage.
and that's gonna be enough.
Almost kill people.
Kill
He's
stinger
an
kill.
The ooze, seeing how peaceful his friend left this world, realizes there's no reason to fight any longer and slowly fades into a puddle of nothing.
This dude's just stealing all my kills.
Yeah, you're stealing our cube.
What's even better is the guard being like, "Vicious mockery sucks."
Gorbic just killed 2 things.
Total
Mama,
3 damage.
so ugly.
Oh my god. Torquila, there's one of them left. Let's see what you got.
All right, so seeing that one just get mocked to death in front of me, I'll run around to this guy over here, and you know what? Haven't used my sword yet, so might as well swing at him.
All right.
Let's roll the hit if I know how to shift double click. And long sword, here we go.
That's going to be a hit.
All right, and then click that for damage. 4 slashing damage, minimum.
All the swords keep getting minimum damage.
Ugh, man. It's rough. Your blade, you put it down trying to stab into it, but you must have missed the organs and just hit a bunch of the goo because it didn't seem to react too hard to that. It's getting closer and closer to death. However, your blade is now burning a bit and smoking in the air. Your blade does 1 less damage every time you attack.
Good to know.
All right.
And that's the turn, yeah.
Pointy is up now.
Okay. Not wanting to ruin my blade anymore, I'm going to use my bow and hope I shoot this young man.
Hit.
15.
And you get sneak attack because you got allies within 5 feet.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Before I shoot as well, I also go. Can you hear me up here? Why don't you die? Wait a second. I'm like, okay. Well, it doesn't work for me.
I don't know what went wrong.
I don't have the magic. Let me roll. 15
Damn.
damage.
All right. Good damage rolls, but you had him on that first hit. The arrow sinks deep into the goo, knocking apart what little brittle parts were left as it slowly goops and fades away into the ground, a puddle at your feet. An eerie silence reaches over the entire space as the monsters lie dead around you.
Last one.
Nice.
So I'm guessing no one needs healing.
The 2 of us do.
Yeah, I can heal us. Everyone gather around. I will do a prayer. Healing.
I will graciously accept that.
Alright.
I don't need it, so I'm just gonna stay away.
Everyone within 30 feet of me gets that.
Oh, that's so.
I'm still pretty bad off.
Ooh.
Hey, is that guard from before still around? He might need some extra healing.
He is doing real good now.
Okay.
14 points of healing? Okay.
Oops.
I think that puts me back up to full. Yep, because I took 11. So yes, I am back up in prime shape.
Gorbic just looks over at the guard. I hope Gorbic has shown you how words can kill.
Yes, it seems you were mistaken about mocking my friend.
By all the gods, did I just see you ask 2 goos to die and they did it?
Sticks and stones and all.
Gorbic is very persuasive. They could not resist. They could not resist the muscles, and he just flexes.
The guard takes off his helmet and puts it on the ground and gives you a slight bow with his arms crossed over his front and back. My respect for bards is rebuilt because of you, my flexing friend. Thank you. And with this added energy, I'm going to be able to keep the road safe on the way down for all of you.
Gorbic is just beaming as he's flexing.
How long am I going to be big like this?
Pretty much for a
I
minute.
should run out soon.
Okay.
It's concentration for a minute.
Okay. Wow, that was cool but weird.
Are these shrines? Do they have? Wait, the shrines came alive, right? Is there anything like here, with like items in it or anything like that?
Yeah, roll an investigation check. But from a basic glance, you can see that not all the shrines melted away to nothing. Some sort of chaotic magic caused a few of them to shiver and fall apart, however. On closer inspection, though, you notice that the shrines all have a number of different offerings in front of them. If you were to grab up the gold that you find, you could probably make yourself a solid 50 gold pieces in total.
I look back at everyone and I say, does anyone know about, the gods and stuff? If they're gonna be like not cool with me taking all this. I mean, we could use it. I mean, these shrines aren't using it, that's for sure. They tried to kill us.
Oh, I can do a religion check. See what I think about this. Should I do that?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I don't know about these gods too much.
Shits and giggles, I'm gonna have Gorbik roll one. Gorbik does not know. What is a god?
-1.
Honestly, I don't really know either. Wait, I want to do it and see if I actually know.
Not familiar with
That will be the last religion check I allow.
Okay.
Based on your combined religious knowledge, gods probably wouldn't be chill with it, but also they're not here, so what up?
Shrug. Yeah, what am I? Neutral good. So I'm, I mean, you have to, I don't know, do what your conscience tells you.
It is also worth noting that the oozes themselves, after they fell apart, a couple of gold pieces and silver fell out of them, equating to about 15 gold pieces a player.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm okay with that.
So I'm just confused how those gold pieces didn't erode away, whereas our armor and swords did.
Which, by the way, I will give you the option to spend an hour to stay on this hill and fix those swords and armor of yours, or you could get going to the next spot.
Does anyone have mending?
Nope.
I should have taken that one. No,
I only have.
I was almost gonna take it.
So
Oh no, I do have mending.
Yeah, you can quite literally just touch them and just say, "You're fixed. You're fixed. You're fixed. You're fixed."
does that work, DM?
It does.
All right. I could use 2 mendings over here.
All right, blue.
I'll take a #1 mending on the floor.
Extra fries.
It's a cantrip, so I just sit there. Blue. All right. Oh, I'm glad that the swords didn't cut these oozes into 2 pieces, and then we'd have even more oozes to deal with.
I feel like you're
That
giving
kind.
someone an idea, and I don't know. As far as the offerings from the shrines, is it like money, or is it like just like incense? And...
There are incenses, there's a couple of flowers, a few mysterious vials here or there that are unlabeled, so it's up to you if you'd like to risk that.
Ooh.
And there are a few weapons, however, they've been out here for a while, so they're pretty sun and air damaged and sea water damaged,
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
I'm gonna try to get a vial. My one weakness.
Do you think it'd be possible to attach a vial to an arrow and see what happens?
I'll allow it.
Ooh.
Okay, I will
Yo.
take
Okay.
a mysterious arrow.
Yeah. Are there 2 of them? Like, can I pick them up and?
There are 2 mysterious vials, yes.
Okay.
I can
I'll bring it
identify them if
over.
I need to.
May I have one, good goblin sir?
Yeah. Who want to identify him?
Yeah, I can do identify as a ritual, so I
Ooh.
can like take my orb and study it for a little while.
Alright, give me a sec.
Oh, cool. Is that a ritual? You cast it as a ritual, so it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hamana,
I'll
hamana.
put 'em on the ground.
While he's doing that, can I cast a quick detect magic and walk around the place?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Alright. taking a walk around the place, you feel the eerie sense of conjuration magic lingering in the air from just a few minutes ago, but it doesn't seem to still be here. Also, there was clearly some sort of druidic magic that was nearby along the cliff's edge. However, it's since gotten much farther than it was, and it seems to continue to get farther from you.
Those damn tree huggers. Ah.
It is worth pointing out, I should have mentioned this before, Lord Peter Herndon II is part of a Furbolg family tree from years back. And they're also well known for being just highly trained druids.
Wait, so the conjuration magic? I suppose I wouldn't know this because I wasn't identifying or wasn't casting detect magic, so I guess I don't know it's conjuration magic. Never mind. Ignore me.
I would tell you guys.
This place is like a strong, what you call it, like sacred
druid circle?
druidic place. Yeah.
Wait, if there's druid magic and those oozes came from it, do you think that it was Lord Henderson's doing?
No, but
What do we know about about him?
Someone would have to do a lore check to guess what they know.
Sure, I'll do one.
Bard, what say you?
What kind of check would that be?
Isn't lore something you can check, or is that not
History.
a thing?
If history's a thing, because there's no specific
Yeah.
lore.
Or it might be like Pathfinder or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of something else, I guess. Yeah, I guess it would be a history check then.
Okay, let's see what I got.
Ooh, dang.
Whoa! Being as you are a wandering bard, you've heard many tales of Lord Peter Henderson II. He is he's the one and only son of Lord Peter Henderson, the current Lord of Sagassi, which controls most of the Beast Bay. However, his son is what you would call a royal disappointment. While he was trained in the Druid ways for a while as a youth, he became extremely rebellious when he was forced to follow a specific doctrine that he didn't agree with. So he broke away from his family and became a bard, multi-classing very heavily in the bard and charismatic worlds. He now roams most of the Beast Bay to different bars and taverns, singing and playing music for people, trying to get the common folk to love him while shirking his responsibilities as a lord. He's not known for being overly violent or good in a fight, but he's known for being quite boisterous and having a number of spells that are great for party shows and entertainment.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah.
Right, so he doesn't seem mischievous that he would try to summon these things. He just goes off and does his own thing because he feels like it.
okay.
All right, well,
And you cast Identify on both of those potions.
Okay, yeah.
One of them is a potion of Radiant Resistance.
Ooh.
So anyone who drinks that potion has resistance to radiant damage for an hour. Or if it's splashed on them, they get that resistance. The other one is a potion of possession.
Oh.
Is that a curse
Do we know what that does?
thing? Yeah.
Give me a second. So if you throw the possession vial at a creature, you gain control of their body for 60 seconds, and your body just goes limp in the meantime.
Oh.
Interesting.
However, anything over the level of 5 CR will do wisdom checks every turn to free themselves at a DC of 13.
okay.
That's fair.
Okay, cool. Wow. Very interesting objects we found. And then I gotta describe them.
It might not be worth it for me to take. Wait, does he share that knowledge with everyone?
Yeah, I go ahead and inform everyone about what they do and, how to use them.
It'll probably be more trouble than it's worth for me to splash that with my arrows.
I'll look over at Rand and I'll say, well, I got something for you. And I'll give him my 2 Alchemist's Fire. potions, and I say,
Whoa.
listen, Mud, I've got so much oil. I'll spread the oil. You light it on fire. We'll do beautiful work.
Jeez.
Brilliant idea. Like it.
Can I also just say, I did not get the timing of this right. I'm gonna have to speed up the latter parts of this quest.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to rush you with that, but I was thinking, whew. I just know how I'm gonna do this going forward. I got this.
I think our rune stones are pointing that we should take.
Yeah, let's follow Runestone.
Yeah.
What direction is the runestone pointing in? What direction is the runestone pointing in?
It can.
West.
5 minutes, turn west.
All right. The runestones are continuing to point you farther up the mountain. However, they're not moving any farther up. They seem to just be about 2/3 of the way up. So again, everyone roll an athletics check as you make your way on upwards.
Wow.
All right, good rolls, and with the critical, everyone is able to keep up a good pace yet again. You're hastily making your way up north, and the runestone starts to flatten out as you reach not necessarily a plateau, but a rocky ledge of some kind. Around there, you see a number of bones, scattered body parts, scattered weapons, and fresh blood, as well as a runestone sitting in the center of it.
Yeah. I don't know about this.
How fresh is the blood?
Most of the bodies look fairly old and decayed to a certain degree, but there are a few bodies that have maybe an hour or two old blood on there.
Humanoid bodies or creature bodies?
Mostly creature, but there is a single humanoid whose hand is clutching the runestone.
Oh, I should take a look over here.
All right,
Turn them over.
Gregor, I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check for me.
Okay. Oh,
Bum bum. As you step towards the body, a hitherto unseen trap triggers just onto the side of it. Suddenly, a bear's trap seems to snap around your legs, and while you try to lift your foot out of the way just in time, it unfortunately still catches you on the leg. You are going to take 7 damage. And your speed will be reduced by 5 for the rest of this quest.
Oof.
Ouch.
I think I broke something. You said 5, or how much damage?
7 damage, and then minus 5's feet speed.
Gorbik will go over and try to get the bear trap off of him.
Do a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Strength. You're mostly pushing things down. You're not trying to jump out of the way of stuff.
17.
Yeah, you push the edges down, and that thing pops free in half a second. Gregor was easily able to just move his leg out before it closes back again.
Thank you, strong guy.
It is no problem. Gorbik likes to help.
Does he flex again?
He's always flexing something.
Oh, like how how Terry Crews does the thing with dancing.
Pecs.
Pecs, yeah.
He could be doing that, but you wouldn't see it because of his breastplate.
True.
Or do you see it? Because this is not as strong.
His pecs punch holes through the
Yes, I'm going to be the one to
punch
talk
dents into the friggin' breastplate.
Vibrating constantly.
What happened to your armor? What's
What do you think's going on? As the bear trap snaps shut, suddenly a figure from around a ridge pops its head up, looking a bit frustrated and miffed at the moment. Hey, get away from my trap there. How am I gonna eat if you guys keep triggering all my stuff? I'm trying to catch myself one of them bird thingies.
So are there corpses of those deer hawk around here?
Yes, there's a number of those.
I literally grab one, just chuck it at him.
Yeah, so they are good to eat then?
Well, I'm assuming if you cook them there.
Walking over the ridge, you see a man with an enormous backpack slung over his side, as well as 2 bags of holding on each side of his hip. He's a gnome of some kind, with a face that's been scarred by the sun over the years, with a number of battle cuts along his limbs. He seems a bit miffed, but he's keeping his hand off his blade for the moment. Yeah, they're tasty if you fry them up real good, but ugh, the aftertaste can be killer, especially if you don't take an antidote afterwards. Otherwise, you're going to get the runs for a few days.
Yummy.
Guess I'll pass on that one.
Do they taste like chicken?
Chicken that's been sitting around in a pile of dung for a few days, yeah. Are you guys with that lord who's been shouting insults at people all day?
We're trying to find him, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to want to keep going on up then. He's almost to the top, based on all the movement he's made and how long it's been. And God forbid he actually tries to fight what's up there. He's going to die.
And what's with this guy on the ground here?
Oh, him? It's sad, but I'm an opportunistic hunter. These creatures like to go after the recently dead corpses. They're scavengers, you know? So I figure put a trap nearby and crap, I got him. I found the corpse about 20 minutes ago. He just seems to have been mauled and torn open by these beasts, left to die out here in the sun. Really rude what they did.
Shane. Okay. So this must have been one of, I'll say to the group, this must have been one of his other guards.
It might be.
Yeah, I heard he had 4 of them, so, well, we met one.
One living, one dead. So he's probably got 2 more with him. up
Oh,
the
actually, it
mountain.
was 5 mercenaries. My
Oh,
bad.
wow.
I look at my notes.
3 total with him currently.
Potentially.
Potentially, yes.
The man is going to look up each and every one of you while he's doing this, sizing you up pretty well. He's pretty good at this for the most part. You know, you're very lucky that they've been so loud and drawing all the creatures on this mountain, because, quite frankly, if you were to go up against what's usually here, you probably wouldn't have made it even close to the Prayer Plateau.
Prayer Plateau, huh?
That's where we just were.
Oh, okay.
He goes over and he just resets his trap and sort of shoos you away. Now, step out of here. I gotta get myself another carrion bird if I can.
So I guess.
All right,
All right, I
follow
guess
the
this guy
route
doesn't know too much. Yeah, let's keep moving, I guess.
It was nice meeting you.
Did we say the dead body had a runestone in his hand?
He did have the runestone in his hand.
Should we? Yeah, I guess we should collect it.
Yeah, we should get that in case. Just in case, you know.
Yeah.
Stepping around the bear trap this time.
Directly in it again.
Oh god, I'm picturing the Robot Chicken gummy bear scene.
Oh man.
That was
Thinking of the Ace Ventura spears
The
above his
arrows?
leg. Yeah, or whatever.
yeah.
All right,
Sir.
follow the runestone.
Are there more traps around the body or just the one?
Nah, just the one.
Then, knowing where that trap is, I shall collect the other runestone.
Alright, it's safely in your possession, and no matter how you move it or tap the other runestone, they continue to point in each other's direction.
Oh.
Did they point in the same direction, or is like ours pointing to this one, or like it's still pointing up the mountain?
The runestone you guys all came here with are all pointing to the one you just picked up off the ground. And the one you picked up off the ground is frantically pointing at all the other runestones. Like a magnet that can't decide which way is north.
Oh, this is Lord Henderson. Well, we did what we could.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, we didn't.
I would
not
imagine
looking too good.
the guard would be the one to call for help since he seems to not be smart enough to call for it himself.
Yeah, it's a very reasonable deduction.
Yeah.
The gnome, who still sees you standing around the corpses, pops his head up. Yeah, no, that's not a rich guy. If that was a rich guy, oh boy, he'd have a lot better boots on, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, that does make sense.
Did the gnome tell us kind of which direction the Lord went?
Where did you find this body?
The body itself was only a couple of yards down the cliff. I just brought it up here so the scent would be fresher and higher up in the air.
So where could he have gone?
Do you run into a lot of people around here, or is it mainly just beasts? You know?
If you haven't heard of me, I'm Dom the Daring, damn it, and I go where I please. I felt like checking out this beast mountain because I heard some stupid lord was going to get himself killed. Figured I'd be able to pick up a couple of scraps, what was left over on the ground and whatnot.
You haven't seen any sign of this lord other than this guy here?
Oh, plenty of signs of combat, but clearly, based on the tracks I'm reading, he's going straight up north. On the path you already took, just keep on going. But I'll tell you right now, before you hit that peak, you'd all want to keep your heads low and sneak up there. Because if anything up there sees you, it's going to fly right at you and tear your eyes out.
Thank you for the
Good
warning.
advice, yes.
But Gorbik likes his eyes.
I like your eyes too, Gorbik.
Beautiful blue eyes, deep blue. You get lost in them. Okay, F team, move out! And I
All right.
start scampering up the mountain.
Funny enough, his eyes are brown.
The eyes are so blue.
Perception is, color. Always.
I'm
He's
colorblind.
blind. Yeah,
Us goblins are colorblind.
but yeah, I just,
As you make your way up the side of the mountain, you're finding less corpses than you did before, mostly because it just seems that they called everything down the mountain with all their shouting and fighting earlier in the day. The closer you get, the thinner the air gets, and you can all feel your breathing become a little bit more hazardous and rough. If everyone could roll another athletics check, I'd appreciate it.
There we go. That's a roll I like.
Okay.
21.
These high numbers are going to save you guys from being a little bit on the exhausted side, making it all the way up here, especially with the thin air all the way up in this altitude. However, you keep it together, you keep up a good pace, and you're getting close to the very top of the ridge. In this moment, you hear screaming, shouting, and fighting. They've slowly become louder, but again, they're very broken up whenever they happen. But this sporadic bout of combat is getting more intense. The rocky cliff, with a couple of trees lining its rims, shakes and shudders as you hear a scream from a beast larger than any most of you have seen in your life, when an enormous flying winged creature soars directly into the sky. Its yellow skin and scaly body complement the long serpent's neck that seems to shoot a tongue out the size of 10 men. It flies directly up into the sky, taking no pause or notice of you, as a silence seems to fall upon the space. You reach the edge of the cliff.
oh, guys.
It's the mega chicken.
Indeed.
You said it had golden scales or golden feathers?
Golden scale skin. It was unclear exactly, but it did have enormous scaly wings.
Okay.
Okay. So you're on the ridge, no one can see you, and I should have put a fog up here, but you can kind of peek up here if you're really careful. Looking over the lip of this mountainside, you see an enormous bird's nest, essentially. And huge logs stick out at different points, tons of hay, old corpses and clothing rim the side of it, a huge pile of bones with meat shredded and torn from their skin. And on the center, 3 enormous, beautiful eggs from a creature that none of you could even imagine its beauty and glory. And then in the back, you've got a loud furbolg yelling at a loud stone man about a big pile of gold and his plans for it. What would you guys like to do at first in this scenario?
He's yelling at the stone man, meaning that he's viciously mocking him, or just probably boasting?
Heated argument.
Argument, okay, got it.
Okay.
Where's the giant golden bird flying out from?
It flew right into the sky, and it's just, it's disappeared into a haze of clouds.
Okay, it didn't really seem to see us.
Nope. The advice Dom gave you was very helpful. You were able to keep yourself concealed.
All right, I suppose
Well-
we should go check on Lord Henderson.
Should we sneak up and see if they say anything like, "Oh, you know, we're gonna do something sneaky and betray everyone and blah blah blah," you know?
Yeah, smart eavesdrop, yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Natural
I'm
beauty.
decently sneaky.
Yeah.
I would like to sneak.
Everyone can roll a sneak if they'd like.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
I have proficiency in stealth.
Don't, but
16.
did I have? Oops, I was supposed to be.
Okay, with disadvantage, 18.
All right. Everyone is doing a great job keeping themselves concealed. There's still a lot of noises and combat around, so that's able to cover you. And while Gregor almost walked directly into the freaking nest, falling face first, he's caught by his 2 friends, Nareth and Torgula, at the last second.
Distracted by how beautiful these eggs are. Thank you.
Now that you're close enough, the ringing of combat on other mountaintops is no longer blocking you, and you can hear the conversation as it takes place. Came on, I hired you for a job, and we're gonna do that job. If I don't come back with the head of this creature, or some gold, or something worthwhile, then what was the point of even coming here? You don't understand. It's not about getting you more riches and more power and more fame. It's about both of us surviving the next hour. I told you, all right? I cast Charm Beast, told him to fly up in the sky and stare at the sun until he wants to come back down. He's gonna be fine. We've got an hour to lug a bunch of this stuff down. We could take an egg or some of this gold. No, I'm sick of this. All you've been doing is insulting people and just giving me a boost every once in a while. Your buffs are shit. Your spells are bad. All you could do is make dancing lights and sounds. I'm pocketing as much gold as I can, and I'm running down this mountain, and I suggest you do the same. Come on, man, you don't understand. My dad's dying, and if I can't prove that I'm a leader, then my people are gonna fall apart. Please, I need something to prove I'm worth it. Well, then maybe you should have worked harder to actually earn something. And in that moment, the stone man just starts to pocket gold, ignoring Peter's continued pleas for help.
Well, he's still alive.
He is also quite loud.
I'm gonna move up as they're pocketing gold and just like kind of put my head on like the log and be like, "What y'all doing?" Welcome. It's the F Team moving crew. We move it and you pay for it.
Oh, thank heavens. I know that one of our partners broke the runestone a while down. I'm glad someone was willing to come up the rest of the way. Oh, yeah, you guys can handle this thing for me, right? Yeah, I'll throw some insults. I'll keep you guys tough, but once that thing comes back down, we're gonna kill it, right?
So that big
Coming
bird.
back.
Goldrick does not know if we can kill Mega Chicken.
We got an
touching the
hour,
egg.
you said?
Yeah, my charm's only gonna work for an hour as long as I concentrate.
A big chicken is not going to be happy. and it's probably coming down the mountain if we leave. So we're either killing this thing or you're coming back with us, Henderson or Herndon, right? Or Peter.
Peter Herndon. Sorry, it's based on a friend's name. I keep getting them mixed up.
Herndon, Henderson.
Well, call it Henderson because it doesn't care.
I like Henderson better.
Well, whatever, Henderson.
I don't know. Kids. I don't. Yeah, I'm touching the egg and trying to study it. I'm kind of like half paying attention to what they're saying. I don't know if we want to take on a big chicken or whatever thing.
In this idiot's defense, we have done some serious damage to the thing. I was starting to get a little bit on the tired side, which is why the spell finally was able to take hold of its mind. But
Hey,
it's still an enormous wyvern the size of a house. I'm not willing to risk my life just so that this man can be a little bit more famous in his inner circles.
But how long will it take us to get down? I mean, if we pocket all this stuff and leave, will it notice in an hour and come hunting us down the mountainside?
I noticed that there are a couple of rope ladders on the western side of this mountain. If we take those down, we might be able to rush our way to a boat within an hour. However,
nice you.
wait, Gregor?
Come on.
Gregor, what the blazes are you doing here? For God's sake! I thought you of all people be smarter than this.
Yeah, I got roped into this, not really knowing and thinking I would find lost knowledge. So here I am.
This one told me we were just gonna go to the Beast Bay and fight creatures. You didn't tell me we were going up one of the mountains.
I'm very interested in that eggs, though. Those eggs.
If something that big makes an egg this large, it's gonna be almost as big or even bigger than its daddy for sure. But I'm not carrying that thing down, not without extra payment to be sure.
Okay, I got an idea, guys. So, me and Long Death over here, we've been setting up this whole, start a fire antic. What if we take the gold, move the eggs down the mountain, start the fire in the nest, and if he wants to save the eggs in the nest, he's going to have to stay in the nest. Meanwhile, we go down the mountain, and bish bash bosh, we got everything, and well, they saved.
Genius plan. I like it. I don't know. We've been proving ourselves pretty good in combat as a team. Maybe
I
we
could
can
just
take
kill
on
him.
I have insulted two things to death.
This is true. He's Lord Herndon. I've heard that you are fond of insulting, and we have a bard of the same caliber with us.
Ha! Can his tongue reach his own asshole, or is he just farting out all his words?
Oh,
Damn, boy. Rap battle.
uh-oh. Rap battle.
Get me drunk and I can do that for real.
Shit. Nice.
Honestly, we can't be arguing right now. Maybe if you two workshop the greatest insult ever to come, we can kill him in one hit.
Oh, it's so crazy it might work. What do you think?
Roderick is not affected by the words of someone who has such little muscle definition.
Oh my god.
Son, when I flex, my face has more emotion and a good looks to it than your entire body put together.
Pop these roasts.
Keep it going. We'll start the fire around the eggs.
I could go for an omelet.
Okay.
You can flex your face, but can you do this? And you know the thing with the pecs, like where you flex each pec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roderick just starts doing that with like the top two of his abs.
Oh my god.
That's
That's
impressive.
some muscle control.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well,
Roderick
Well,
learned
that
how to do that from
conversation-
Roderick learned how to do this from his village elder. He could do it with all. He could do it with all 18 abs.
Sorry. I'm kind of running out of spell slots. I wish I could cast Speak with Plants so I could understand what a vegetable like you's saying, but I'm a little worn out, I'm afraid.
Oh, did this man get the call with that insult? The ultimate.
Unfortunately, Gorbik does not know speak with animals, so he does not understand a dog like you.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Ken, do you think we should just get these guys to combine their powers?
I am thoroughly enjoying this, but
well, that insult battle only took 30 minutes, so we got 30 minutes. No.
the man can concentrate for. The man can
Goal
concentrate.
is getting out of here.
Gorbik is also having a good time. This is a fun day.
I don't know if this thing will take revenge, so we should just kill it to be safe.
Yeah, you know what? I have a strange feeling it's going to be inevitable.
Should we like set one of the eggs on fire so he's like, man, I want to save this egg while he's fighting us?
Or we push
Or,
it to
I
the
mean-
edge and then just let it roll.
Yeah, yeah, he'd be like, damn.
Or I
That's
could
not-
blow them all up.
Who are these dead people, anyways?
Eggs are probably worth a lot.
Without being too metagamey, I will say, combat is not a guarantee in this scenario. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we Gorbik thinks that if we try to fight Mega Chicken, we might die. But
I
Well,
say
yeah.
Operation Slash and Burn. I don't want to fight Giant God Chicken, but that's
know what?
just me.
Gorbik has some ways to make it to run away if it gets too close, but it's not a guarantee.
Yes. Yeah, I think the Goblin's right. We should-
I'm worried about the innocent people who this giant chicken would take revenge on if we
yes.
steal it from it.
You make an excellent point. Yes.
What if we all hide and... Oh, wait, we don't have explosives. Never mind. That's usually
I
what I
have
go.
We have explosives.
I have some
Oil and
arrows.
alchemist fire.
We could hide and, like, he sits on the eggs and then we blow it up and then we all attack at once. Something like that.
I
don't know.
think it's
I'm
a
just
good plan.
spitballing here.
Good plan to me.
Can I go near the entrance to see if like it's coming back anytime soon?
The beast has been charmed, so he has an hour where he's basically been told to fly as high as he can in the sky without killing himself. So he's just basically circling way, way overhead, covered by clouds. And by the way, it's worth pointing out, it's been 10 minutes. There's a 50 minutes left of that concentration spell.
Damn, boy. We gotta think of something.
Oh, I like
yeah,
the
I
idea
mean-
of ambushing. That
Yeah,
we
there's,
hide, and when it comes back down, we all unload on it.
Yeah, it's like what 8 of us with versus a wyvern, and yeah, and
We're gonna have to be pretty sneaky though. If he catches wind of this, then I mean he knows something's up. He just got sent into the moon for no reason. He's gonna be like, "Why am I going to the moon?" Oh yeah, you know when you walk in a room and you're like, "Why am I here?" He's gonna be that, but the moon. And he's gonna be like, "Oh shit, time to get back and kill everything."
were the rest of your men were all killed by that or by the deer hawk things.
If anything, Gorbik could make it to where it only looks at Gorbik. Then people could have chance to hide and shoot.
Yeah.
Option 5 is we just leave and live, and
But-
also we get the money for bringing back this son of a bitch.
But the giant chicken, if he saw him cast the spell, he might know that Lord Henderson cast it and might want to come back for him. So if we
Yeah.
leave and he kills him, well, what was the point?
We need to kill this beast for
I mean-
glory.
Because we know it's coming back here, and if we all ambush it, and it's already weekend, this is the best time to take it down.
Okay,
wanna
okay.
bring-
Operation Ambush is a
I
go.
want to bring those
Everyone-
eggs for studying.
All
I
right.
want to eat the eggs.
That is a hell of a breakfast omelet.
Okay, so the person who's going to put down the oil, on the top left of your screen, there's a paintbrush. You can choose freehand. Please paint where you'd like the oil to go down. Gregor, I'm going to need you to convince Kamon Lodestone to not leave, either with a persuasion roll or by saying something persuasive.
All right.
Can I intimidate him if that doesn't work?
He's 3 levels higher than you, but yes, you can try to intimidate him.
But also, Gregor knows him, so I think that's why he does do the persuasion.
That's
All
fair.
right. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to see, does enhance ability work on myself?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, all right.
I have it, so that's why I know.
All right. We use another slot here. Okay. Cast on myself to do charisma. All right. And so that's what is it? A plus? What,
Advantage on
2d6?
charisma.
Oh,
Advantage
okay.
on charisma checks, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. I say, well, Kamen, I don't know. Like I said, there's 8 of us versus 1 wyvern. You and me, it looks like we've taken a few hits, but I don't know. I mean, I want that. I want those eggs. I'll do it. So, advantage, right?
With advantage, yep.
Okay. Persuasion. All right, here we go. That's my rolls.
You turn to persuade him, and he's already halfway down the mountain.
And that's like always my charisma. It like always is every time. It does.
Gregor, if you had half a brain left in that skull of yours, you'd already be following me down this mountain. I'm taking what gold I can and I'm getting out of here. Lord Peter, if you feel like you need to reprimand me for this sort of business, you can go fuck yourself. And then he just turns and starts to leave.
I don't know.
I would like to go after him and intimidate him, to try to intimidate him to stay.
Gorik would just like as he's leaving be like, but friend, we could use your help. Your muscles would be very useful.
He's a what is he? A Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Are you giving inspiration there, my bard friend?
I'm trying to persuade. As he's leaving, like your muscles would be very good in this situation.
I know Kemen's half work, isn't he?
Okay, you're going to be doing persuasion check at disadvantage, though.
All right.
Because he's already walking away.
Fuck.
No, he's still not listening. Rand, if you want to try an intimidation check, you can say something first to make the DC lower if I like it.
Okay, so what do we know about this guy? He's a guard. He's
a stone skin man. He's an adventurer who used to be with Gregor. He's got a pretty deep bite wound in his shoulder, and he's also has an enormous long sword on his back.
okay. His name's Cayman. Wait, do I know his name?
It has been said, came on, yes.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Came on. I thought you were an adventurer. I thought you were more than a coward. Instead, you run. You run like a little girl. If I can stand up to this beast, so can you. You have at least, 4 feet on me in height and like 200 pounds. How is it that I can stay and you can't?
He stops moving for a second. Roll your intimidation.
Oh no!
That one and that two.
I am going to give you a weird one for this. Kamon, taking a few more steps towards the edge, empties his pockets onto the ground, sits down, legs folded, with his blade sitting across his kneecaps. I'll stay hidden. If you all don't die immediately, maybe I'll come in and help.
Good.
Man, a nat 1 and a nat 20. Wow.
It's a special occasion. I felt like doing something fun.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
That's some good intimidation, though. I'll tell you what.
All right. So you have 45 minutes to get yourself set up. That's plenty of time to set any type of traps you'd like to do, and then get into hiding positions.
How?
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to Gregor and I'm gonna ask, hey, you know a lot of stuff with your big brain. Have you ever heard of this giant bird? Can you look in a book and
Yeah, let me look. Let
Reading
me
rainbow.
consult my. Yeah. I think that would be in nature or.
Yes, nature.
Okay. All right.
Nature and animal handling, but nature, you're fine. So,
ooh,
I have heard of such. Or.
okay. So, based on everything you've seen so far today and what this thing is and how dangerous it's been sounding, it's pretty clearly a wyvern that has some sort of biological trick to its evolution. While most wyverns, while challenging, aren't usually an endgame for most people, this one is about twice the size of the wyverns told in your books and tales and historical lore. Along with that, he seemed to have something of hooves instead of claws for feet. So somewhere along the line, he got his genealogy mixed. And yeah, wyvern. They fly around, they fly fast, and they're quite dangerous.
So yeah, I described all this, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe my friend there was right. Maybe we should just take what we can and.
Nah.
Trap.
I insulted the hell out of him. We stuck him with arrows and axes. I mean, he's got to be at least cut down to half of what he originally was.
Do I believe Herndon?
Insight.
Uh,
He believes what he's saying.
Oh,
all right, group. Okay, I kind of discuss what I'll leave.
God, it's like we came upon a guy trying to solo a raid boss, and he thinks he did so much, but it's barely anything.
Yeah, I don't know. We do, like I said, we do have numbers on our side.
Yep.
Guys,
And if we can ambush it, that will give us a huge advantage because we know
Yeah.
it's coming back here.
And it's I know that wyverns are evil, right? Or this creature.
Every
before.
every mountaintop creature, of which there are 12, has fought its entire life from birth until its eventual death to be the strongest of its species. So yes, this is a violent, crazed creature.
Yeah, we'd be doing the world a favor to get rid of it. So.
Water is also kind of curious now what the mega chicken would taste like.
All the more reason to kill it.
let's see, how much oil do I have? I should look.
You have
Just emptying bottles and bottles of oil that I bought.
Oh, I have my other ritual spell I could do. All right, I want to do my how do you say this? Augury.
You bought 20 flasks of
And-
oil. Each flask takes up a 5 foot by 5 foot space, so a single square. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
At least that's how I'm gonna run it. I don't know if that's how it
Yeah.
usually runs.
I think that's what it says, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so just use the freehand tool to paint like dots where you want the oil to go, or lines.
Yeah.
This is
Does your
going on.
oil-
Dots.
Does it ignite with explosive?
Say again?
Yeah, I've got the alchemist fire, and that'll definitely light it up.
Well, will my explosive arrows also light it up?
Oh, you have more? Oh my god.
I still have 4 of them.
Okay. Oh my god.
So while all this is going on, I'm doing a ritual and a prayer to ask, like, is this thing gonna, kick her ass?
I think we should put the possession potion also in it and see if that, like, if the liquid gets on him as everything explodes, he'll probably get possessed as well, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
The more of the potion you can hit him with, the better the DC challenge will be for you guys. Just saying.
Okay. I'm pretty fast. I could go in there and pour it on him and run away.
All right. I'll
Yeah.
vote that you do it.
Okay.
Oh.
With that plan, are we going to be able to take any of the eggs with us?
That's what I'm wondering. I was either thinking we burn like from the side of the nest, but I don't know.
Well, we
Maybe
can
we
roll
could
the
worm
egg
away
pie
from
here.
the eggs. If we lure them away from the eggs and then set everything off, I don't know what would draw them away. Can we make like a mannequin Lord Hendon or Herndon? Make a mannequin of him, and then he's like, "Oh, I finally found you," and then he goes onto like a pile of explosives.
Anyone have like illusion?
Yeah. Does anyone bard
Nope.
illusions?
Nope.
Matt, did you see what I said about?
Came on as a half orc. My mistake.
Oh no, I was also while they're setting this all up, I want to do my augury ritual and pray to see if if I think this is gonna just like totally kill us or what.
Oh, is this the one where he's just like wheel or woe? Oh, goddamn. Okay, an entity appears behind you, a puff of smoke, a strange god genie creature of some kind. He surveys the nest. He looks at the corpses. He looks at the gold. He sees the flexing men insulting each other in the corner. He sees the oil on the ground, and he hears the creature far above. He looks you directly in the eye, and he says, "Wheel," and disappears.
Okay.
Wheel. Oh. Whoa.
Okay, so I think I like our chances, guys. All right. Oh, this is a good sign for us. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Can we move the eggs so we have like 2 eggs here and then 1 egg in the middle, so we keep 2 of the eggs and one of the eggs is like the sacrificial?
Yeah, I'd
like
say that's
that.
easy enough.
Okay,
Okay.
the eggs are part of the map I've made, so I can't
Yeah.
physically move them, so I'm just going to draw in this really dark purple.
How
So
tall are the eggs? Like 10 feet?
They're 15 feet long and about 10 feet around.
Oof.
Jesus, these are
Ow.
big ass eggs.
Yeah. Do they look like these, like Easter eggs looking things?
Yeah, I mean, they're very colorful.
Oh,
Which one are we
guys,
sacrificing, boys? What's
The
your
regular
favorite
plain one.
color?
You sacrifice
one.
the brown. This is a brown one. Yeah, sacrifice
Yeah,
the
the
brown
poopy
one.
one. Yeah.
It's poopy egg.
The vote has been cast. You've been voted off the island.
We need to keep the pink and the green ones. We need to hatch out Cosmo and Wanda.
Yeah.
It's a giant, barely godparents.
Oh, so yeah. What's up? I'm gonna take a quick look at these dead people. Are they just randos or?
Yeah, no one you recognize. Got a couple of warriors here, a couple of rogues. One of them looks like they might have been a warlock, but they're quite dead. Like, it looks like something knocked them down and then stepped on the corpse, essentially.
Oof, poor guys. Okay, I'll do a little prayer for them. Whatever.
All right, everyone's going to want to get into their ambush positions and make last-minute plans. I'm giving you 5 minutes until the creature spell wears off now, after all this prep and moving eggs and stuff.
All right, so 5 minutes left. All right, I should inspire some people because inspiration lasts 10 minutes.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see, I think I should definitely inspire the rogues because I actually, since I'm a Valor Bard, then normally get abilities, attack rolls, and saving throws you can add a d6. But as a Valor Bard, you can add the d6 to your damage or your armor class if need be.
Ooh.
Who's our main frontline fighters?
Gregor Gregor's not looking too good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it anyone else? I think I'm just me and Cam and the only one.
You have 4 healing potions spread amongst you, FYI.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Drink up, Gregor. Force feed Gregor.
I need our 2 frontline fighters next to me real quick.
All right, so
Next
I'll
to
take a
who?
healing potion.
Next to Gorbik. Who's gonna be our main people fighting up front?
Well, I don't have too much range, so
Yeah,
so I
I'm
will-
not. Yeah, I'm more utility though. Is the thing. I'm not great at combat, so.
Okay. So for sure, so it's going to be like I need to know like a definitive answer on who's getting. I can target 2 people.
Okay.
I'll be up in the fray with him. So I'm Torgila the Dragon Bard.
So Torquila and Gregor.
I just want to point out real quick, Kaimon is a half-orc fighter, but again, he's still sitting on the side. I'm just letting you know that. He's also at half health.
Yeah, I don't
But he might not
really-
join us.
Got the
Right.
good
I
old
don't
minimum.
like this. This is a buff. This isn't a heal.
Mm.
So Gregor and
Some nice
Torquila,
minimum.
Gregor and Torquila, like Gorbik is just going to flex his arms, like he's going to flex his like biceps, and then touch both of you on the shoulders and cast heroism at 2nd level.
All right.
Ooh.
All right.
How long does that last?
It's up to
A
one
minute.
Yeah, so like basically like right before like it,
Oh, okay.
like right before like the creature.
You're
comes
ready
up.
in action, yeah.
Yeah, basically like right before it comes up, he's going to cast heroism, which basically the 2 of you cannot like become immune to being frightened, and you basically have like 5 temporary hit points. Actually, no. You gain temporary hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier. Oh,
Your
Oh.
modifier.
oh, my mod. Then that would be actually just 2 temporary hit points. I thought it was.
Well,
We get that every turn though. So if we take 4 damage, then we
You only
get an
take-
extra 2 at the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
basically just every turn you have like 2 hit points that you
Shield.
don't take, which
okay.
isn't much, but it'll
Hey, that could add up.
Yeah.
it could make a difference. Also, you can't be frightened, just in case this thing has
Ooh, nice.
the ability to scare the shit out of us.
All right.
So it's Cameron. Do you like? I know he kind of had to like force him off, but is he like into this plan? Is he kind of like seem like he's?
He hears what you're saying. He's still not ready to join until he sees results.
Okay.
Say I
Right.
might be. Yeah, have to do a little more healing on me and Cameron. We're both a little bit injured.
So Nerith, do you have concentration spells?
Concentration spells. I have some.
Okay.
I have a
So-
cure wounds too.
All right. So okay, I have 3 uses of bardic inspiration. I will give 1 to Gorbik, 1 to Rand, and 1 to Nareth. So all of you have a D6 of inspiration.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a cure wounds on Gregor and resistance. Let me do the 3 wounds right
Do you have another enlarge?
here. Yes, I have 1 more.
Can Gregor throw me as I plant the potion onto the wyvern?
Oh, it seems so.
Toss me! It might not be a good idea, but
Take
That
7
is
points
an
then,
option.
Gregor. So, what's our plan then? Are we just gonna hide and ambush it?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, everyone-
and ignite it
everyone
on
get in
fire.
place.
So, who are our mainline fighters again?
Torgila?
Okay, I'll give him resistance then. He just gets a D4 to any.
My next saving throw?
Yeah.
All right.
I just mark Gregor and Torgila as the fighters with that red color.
Okay. With the you said last, but guidance you said. Oh, resistance.
All right, everyone get into your hiding positions.
I'm gonna hide under this log.
Wherever I'm gonna be at, it's gonna have to be next to Gregor and Torquillas. That way, my held action can go off.
All right, and then everyone's going to roll a stealth check with advantage because of the amount of time you've had to prep for this.
I'm a sneaky boy.
Snack.
All right, let's do this.
I am unseen.
All right.
Oof.
Okay.
It's with advantage.
Advantage, pretty good.
So take the highest number.
Yep. All right. Is everybody ready?
Oh, hold on, I gotta do my stealth. Okay.
Because I'm not. I'm going to take 5 quick minutes to use the restroom.
Okay.
So we're just going to take a 5-minute recess, and then we're going to get started with this. All right?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Gorbik is just gonna be right next to Gregor and Torquilla. So as soon as this thing like appears, you guys get touched and get heroism.
All right.
Because it's not much, but it's something, and it's
And the frightened might be really helpful. I have no idea if this can frighten us or not, so.
yeah. If it can, then that makes like frightening is such a good status condition to inflict.
And especially against melee fighters, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have used lucky against when I failed to intimidate.
Well, we got something out of it, though, so.
Should
Oh,
we?
I
When should
forgot.
I try possess him? Like, still definitely work. Wait, what did he say about that possession?
He said creatures above CR5 will start making wisdom saves.
Yeah.
Against what though?
Against
against-
the possession.
Against whatever the DC of the spell.
I
Against
believe
whatever
he said it's 13. DC 13 was
Yeah.
the save throw.
Okay, yeah, I thought so as well. I was just checking; it's not based on like my wisdom or something.
Nope. Yeah, he makes his own wisdom saving throw with Wyvern's wisdom.
God, if only we had a warlock with hex, we could hex its wisdom and do all kind of
Oh, man.
fucking
Oh,
dumb
yeah.
shit to it. Because a lot of my stuff is like based on wisdom saving throws.
How big is 100 ball bearings? Is it 5 feet?
That's a lot of ball bearings. I think there's
What it came with?
See if it's in the compendium.
yeah,
It is, okay. Items, ball bearings. Yeah, 10-foot square.
yeah.
10.
All right, I'm
oh,
gonna
10?
grab something to drink. I'll be right back, everyone.
Okay.
Wait, what was
Yeah,
all
I mean-
that do?
Water.
Yeah, let me go get some water too.
Rand, do you have ball bearings as well in your pack by default?
Don't think so. No.
Okay. Where should
Why
I
would
put
we?
them?
Why
It's
would
probably
we?
fine though.
What do they do?
Just makes them trip
Uh,
potentially, which could be useful, but I don't think it's probably going to be flying around,
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think it's gonna land.
and it doesn't even really make sense. Yeah, if he like sits on the eggs and goes whoops.
So we're just gonna throw the alchemist fire on the eggs when the bird comes back.
Egg. There's only one in the center, remember. The purple circles are where the other eggs are.
Okay, so
Oh yeah. I don't know. How do we want to set off the fire? I could throw. There could just be one there, and then I throw the other. That might make the most sense.
I have mage hand and burning hand. So
Oh, but burning
Yeah.
hand's melee, right?
huh,
Close. Burning hand is like
15
close
feet.
up.
But I also I'm a sorcerer, so I also took distance spell. I'm pretty sure it's called, so I can twice the distance of it.
Ooh.
But
Yeah,
that's
no,
only-
Oh,
something else.
I'm
So
good
like
with
you,
that.
you could put all 4 explosive arrows right
yeah.
right around there, and then just
Set them up.
let the fire set them off.
Yeah, I kind of think that if Rain's good with that. Just putting the explosive arrows into the.
because if it fails, it's saving if I imagine it would be just one massive saving throw for all of them together. But that would be like since each one does 2d10. That would be freaking.
God.
That would be 8d10.
Yeah, and then you don't have to fire them one at a time.
Yeah. And you'd only for sure get a crit on one if you like did it like if you moved before the thing and hit it, but there's no telling what this thing's initiative is gonna be.
Would we get a surprise round though?
True. Yeah, that's
So
right. We could
that
get.
Would
Rain
we?
might want to set it off with a fire arrow and just get the.
If we get a surprise round, they're probably gonna kill it.
Torgilla's back, everyone.
Hey, surprise round. I'm going to put a kibosh on that. In situations like this, I like to think of it as one person gets a turn to do an action, and then that's you triggering a trap. And other people can do like buffs, like you were talking about how something lasts for a minute. You can buff people in that moment too, because that doesn't effectively change the battlefield all that much. But for the most part, if I give everyone a surprise round in these scenarios, yes, you'll kill it, and then it'll be over. It's like, oh, how fun was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's the case, then what we should do is put three of the explosive arrows right where it should land, and then use the fourth one to shoot it and set it off.
That's a good idea.
Because then
If you can shoot it, set it off.
because then that would technically trigger the sneak attack and auto crit.
Yeah, that's
which-
gonna be insane.
Oh,
Which-
God.
That might be.
like it would only auto crit the sneak attack damage, the arrow damage, and the initial exploding arrow damage. The other arrows wouldn't get critted. They're their own separate entity, but still
Yeah.
that ups it from 8d10 damage to 10d10 damage, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot.
Complicated.
Okay, yeah, real quick, I just want to clarify a few things. So I know the arrows, they do 2d10 damage each when they explode. And each flask of oil, when you light on fire, it does 5 damage to a creature that it hits, correct?
Yeah.
And you're talking about adding sneak attack and auto crit with one explosive arrow on top of that, right?
Yeah. Basically, because we have 4 exploding arrows, put 3 of them in the spot where it's gonna land, and then use 1 exploding arrow to basically shoot it, and then the explosion radius from that would set off the other arrows. But since with the assassin ability, if you hit before a creature is able to make it take its turn, the first turn it can ever make, you auto crit and you have advantage on the attack. So you the damage would double for the sneak attack, the arrow attack, and 1 explosive arrow. The other explosive arrows would just do their normal damage.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Jesus Christ.
How big is this explosion gonna be? Are we in danger?
It's a 10-foot radius.
It's a 10-foot radius, but every time you add an explosive, I add an extra 5 feet to it. So now it's a 20-foot radius. No, actually, since you're putting 3 arrows down, that's a 25-foot radius. And then we've got all these burning fires, so I'm not going to make it a million miles, obviously, but let's say it's about 50, 60 feet from the center of the map. So here, I'll show you.
God, those other eggs.
Yeah, the other eggs are
Calculated this, or maybe we put less just to have
I
a
don't
smaller
think.
explosion.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the stacking exploding arrows necessarily.
Okay,
I think
we're going to back it up to just
it's safer if we just use the 1. And if we get
Yeah.
one surprise action, per se, right?
one surprise action.
So I could shoot an acid arrow at him, which would lower his AC for 3 rounds.
Mm.
And would the assassinate trigger twice if I get my initiative before him.
That's the thing, though. You're rolling the dice on that initiative going first. Also, I'm lowering the damage explosion to 35 feet. So, yes, those eggs are in trouble. And if you want to move them, one person has to do it, and they'll be visible as soon as combat starts. Just because, you know, time-wise.
Okay, but if we just don't have explosive arrows, then it's a much smaller explosion, right?
Yeah, you
That's
just
correct.
Use the alchemist fire itself to do it.
Yeah, we have all the alchemist fire and the oil in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so just one explosive arrow then?
Just want to shoot.
Okay.
So like the surprise action would be like before like it would act as a surprise round, and then we start initiative. Is that how it works?
Yes, so who would like to take the surprise turn? Obviously the assassin.
I could do my acid arrow on him.
I just wonder if we'll guarantee the fire to go off, because he might just like get a higher initiative and then just go, and then the fire won't hurt him, or he won't be on fire and stuff like that. So maybe explosive might be a better one, even though the AC does seem good as well. So I'm not sure.
Can you add the bardic inspiration to initiative?
It is.
No.
I mean, it's technically an ability check, but it's the DM's call.
You guys are already buffed enough. I'm going to say no, sorry.
Okay.
Though since you got your bardic inspiration from a Valor Bard, you can add that. You can add your bardic inspiration to the damage roll.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
if you auto crit on that, you'd basically do 2d6 with that.
Yeah, it should be a good.
Yeah, we're about to fuck this thing up.
Alrighty then. Okay. Everyone is in position. Everyone's ready to go. All right.
Yep.
Wait, do we know it's landing in the middle?
What?
Do we know if it's landing in the middle?
Who knows? mean,
I never
we're-
said that.
One of the eggs is there, so we can only hope.
Oh wait, we should probably put some like bait in.
Well, actually, no. I have range. I have a range of 80 feet, and it's 80 feet across, like diameter. So I should be able to hit it wherever it lands.
Is the Lord Herndon also hiding with this log?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I try to hide as best I can. I'm gonna use one of my luck points to roll stealth though.
Does anyone have like prestidigitation for like a sound coming from the egg or something weird?
I don't think prestidigitation
I
can
don't-
make a sound.
Yeah, you have to be within 10 feet of it too, so you'd be really close.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
hope he lands in the middle.
I can make one of the eggs a different color.
Sure.
That might
That'd be
work.
weird.
I mean, you can make it like black. It would probably infect it.
But again, I'd have to be within 10 feet of it, and I don't want to be that close.
Sure.
Oh.
All right. That's it. We're done strategizing. Your time is up. The charm is over. In a moment that's almost unceremonious in how small it is, a pop can be heard and Peter clapping his hands. That's going to be the end of it, boys. Let's hunker down and be ready. Sure enough, not more than a few seconds.
What's her still good?
No, it's no worries. Not more than a second or two afterwards, the loudest, most violent, guttural, booming roar ever can be heard far above in the skies. Flapping wings hurriedly rush directly downwards as an enormous beast just comes crashing down on top of the entire crew. In the center of the map appears an enormous wyvern. Its body and hooves and wings all seem to have been warped by genealogy, the eating of other creatures, or some sort of dark magic. Its red-yellow, scaly skin makes a tough exterior shell, which is guarded with strong, enormous flying wings. His long, bending neck, which seems to contort in directions that no spine should allow for, sticks out an enormous tongue, with a huge piercer at the end of his tail, with poison dripping off its limbs. He flaps over his one center egg, the one that should be in its exact place. He seems to sniff the air for a moment as he lands on the ground. Staring around him in different directions, he catches a glimpse of Peter Herndon and readies an attack. When... Surprise round, person.
Rand, shoot him.
Shoot that shot.
The shot.
Shoot him.
This is scary. Because I might miss.
You
You have Bardic Inspiration.
You also
Shot,
have it.
shot,
You also
shot,
have it.
shot,
You
shot.
also have advantage because you're hidden.
And it's a surprise.
Yep.
You-
So if you hit, you're gonna auto crit.
Let's see it.
Roll it.
Yep. Okay, let's do this.
Which arrow did you decide?
I'm
Acid
gonna-
or explosive?
Well, so if I'm doing this and then we're rolling initiative, potentially I could trigger assassinate twice?
If you get a high enough-
Potentially.
Is that even possible? Isn't it? Oh, if they don't have a turn yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's before they have a turn.
So
If
it's
your
very
initiative,
potential.
really high. Yeah.
Yep. It's just,
I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna shoot the acid arrow at him. I think that's safer. Well, it'll help.
might make it easier to hit him.
Yeah, I'll make it easier for everyone else to hit him. Because I don't think I can one-shot him, so it's...
I doubt we were gonna one shot him.
I mean,
Okay, so a quick short bow.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is a 13.
Wait, we got Bardic, right?
You have
Yeah,
Bardic
yeah.
Inspiration. 1d6.
1d6.
Roll that Bardic Inspiration, man.
Give me
Big money, big
1d6. Where is the... Where is
do it. You can do it.
1d6.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
14 hits it, right?
Can I give him my luck? No, just kidding.
Remember, I've altered the stats of this creature, so if you're looking it up online, that AC is still... You pop out from the shadow, still well hidden. Oh, sorry, were you going to say something? Okay,
Can I trigger lucky, or is that only for in that one? As a
Yeah, it's
halfling?
only a rolling 1 out of 20.
Dang it.
all right. Rand comes popping out of the shadows, stuck between two rocks. An arrow flies directly for the wyvern. It turns, seeing the blade coming at the last second, and knocks it away with its wing. It suddenly realizes it's surrounded, the presence of more smells and creatures everywhere. It widens its wings, screams loud in the air, and prepares for combat. Everyone click your token before rolling initiative.
Damn
Thank you for the
it.
reminder.
Okay. You said we got a surprise round, right? Like,
No, a surprise turn.
That was a
Surprise turn.
oh, okay.
The way I do most of my ambushes is that one person gets a surprise round to do something, and then everyone else can go. Unless it's more thematic where everyone can get a surprise round. But in this case, you guys were going to do like 80 damage in a turn, I thought. So,
It's fair. It's fair.
the dancing coffin.
Damn it.
Also, I'm so glad I got a natural 20 on my stealth because I'm just hidden. Like I'm not even there.
Everyone just leaves, and Rand is the only one there. Oh,
Haha, I'm in danger.
Cool.
Oh,
He's in
no.
range.
Oh. failed.
Oh God. Wait, doesn't he go? Oh, is he not on there? Oh, he's lower. You'll get another chance, kinda.
Okay, yeah, I end a hit before he does.
Just barely. Whew. All right. Combat has begun. Torgila the Dragon Bard, you're the first to take a swing.
All right. Well, I'm not going to take a swing. I'm actually going to blare my horn out and cast Fairy Fire at him. So he has to make a Dex saving throw of 13.
Okay.
Let me just pop it up for you. There it is.
All right. He does not pass. He fails.
Okay, so he's now glowing this sick greenly color, and now everyone has advantage on attack rolls against him.
Wow.
That is actually really good for our rogues.
Yeah.
Does advantage trigger twice?
No.
Like
No.
double advantage?
No.
No.
Can't-
Advantage can cancel out disadvantage, but you can't stack it.
Yeah. That would be so freaking broken if you could.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
But still, that means since you have like for our rogues, just the fact that you have advantage gives you your sneak attack.
yeah.
All right.
Yep.
If that's it for you.
And that is it for me.
All right. Kaimon is the opposite of impressed. All that planning and then a single arrow goes awry and now you got the battle going. So he's still just sitting there looking at you. Rand, you are up.
Okay, I am going to try it again.
Acid or
arrow.
explosion? Acid. Okay.
Let's go with acid again. You know what? No, let's go for an explosion. Let's go for the big money.
You have advantage. Well, you're already hidden, so you have that too. Boom! That's a hit.
Hey.
And now that auto crits. And then basically roll your sneak again. Along with your piercing, along with another like D6 for your piercing damage.
So you add 6 to piercing and then add the 12 for the sneak, right? Isn't that how it does?
Correct.
For the crit?
Okay, so that's 20.
And the explosion is
20 plus another 2d10.
2.
Anywhere.
So
Okay.
so pretty much 21, 12,
60 so far.
and 27.
Gee,
Good fucking lord!
explosives.
And then with the explosives, set off the alchemist fire,
Yeah, those
or
two
set off,
D4s.
or set off the oil.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. So you're setting off a bunch of fire oils, which he's standing in 9 of them currently, and he's surrounded by fire.
I don't think the damage stacks though, but the alch fire. I think that it would be
Alchemist fire would be 2,
yeah.
it is a D6, right?
It's a D4. It says so.
Okay, so you got 2 of those.
Two D4.
So roll 2 D4s, whoever had put down the alchemist fire.
I'll do that. 1, a 2.
God,
Nice. Yep.
how?
He's on fire though, so he takes a. It says, I don't know if it stacks. Like, it says
Each
it'll
round
do
or
a
something?
D4 damage. Yeah, and he needs to make a DC 10 Dex save to extinguish. So it's your choice if like each turn it does a D8. That seems I don't know. That seems weird. Maybe he's just on fire and it does a D4 until he puts it out.
Yeah, well, with all this extra fire around him, on him, and just exploded on him, he's going to have a D8 to roll until he can extinguish it. But let me just describe what happened here real quick, because I like to do that.
Yeah, please.
Rand nervously pulls out an acid arrow from his back quiver, but looks at it,
Explosive.
thinks for thinks for a moment, then tosses it to the ground and pulls out an explosive arrow. The shot finally rings true. With no advantage needed, he strikes into the side of the beast. At first, it tries to push it away, but the explosion goes right through its wing, right into its neck, and you can see the explosion corrode and burn a large section of its chest and neck as it screams out in pain, and more explosions erupt everywhere around him. The egg beneath him pops in a frantic, heated moment with steam going in every direction. The monster itself now has a sad look in its eyes as it flails frantically around, trying to put out flames and trying to keep itself cool. But that was a real hit, and the explosion rung out across the entirety of the Beast's Bay. A boom that will never be forgotten, and Lord Peter Herndon's just off on the corner, just laughing his ass off, so happy that he's finally going to get what he doesn't deserve.
This is not quite the laughing matter, but
Peter Herndon, thinking that, yeah, that probably just did it, pops right over the tree and just shouts a vicious mockery in his direction. Yeah, you see that, you stupid lizard? Think you can even keep your kids safe? I think not. They're burning in hell just like you're about to burn.
Too soon, man. No.
yeah. Hey, all right.
Ow. Stinks.
And yeah, that did hurt. It was too soon. He felt that in his soul. And God, in total, he took 67 damage so far, and then you add this 6 on top, so he's taking 73 damage.
Damn.
He's not dying, but he's not good either. The singes and burns on his body are pretty darn severe, but he's still ready to fight and murder everyone who just killed his baby. Or her baby. Gorbik, after that explosion, you're up.
Okay.
Are you also gonna mock him? Try to one-up him?
Yeah, one up him.
Well, he's not gonna. He's gonna do something to mess with his mind.
Wait, did your heroism go off yet, or is it this turn that it goes off?
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
it went off like right as the thing like showed up. That was like I held that action.
Got it. Okay, good to know.
No, but Gorbik is going to pull out his. He's gonna pull out his giant fucking loot, and you're just gonna hear him say, like anyone who's next to him, you're gonna hear him say, "I do not like to use this, but for you, Mega Chicken, it is necessary." And he just starts plucking some of the strings to make a very haunting, ungodly melody, and he casts Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Oh, wow.
Noise. Nice.
So it needs to make
well.
It needs to make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw.
He fails.
Okay, so he takes 12 psychic damage, and he, on a failed save, must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Say that one more time for me.
On a failed save, it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Jesus. Okay, I guess it reacts to that, and it does.
Oh,
So it just runs through the fire.
Yep. So he's gonna take an extra five for that. Actually, he doesn't because he can fly, so he flew over it.
I thought it went through his wing.
He might have a hole in his wing, but it's not done forever. I just lowered his speed by 10.
Alright.
It was 80 before. All right, a solid move, and the dragon is now far away, and you guys have a chance to regroup. He's not frightened of you, is he?
No, he just has to use his reaction to go as far away as possible. That was also just a way to, like, you know, just burn up his reaction in case he had any kind of reactionary things.
Okay. All right. The flying creature with this new vantage point that he has sees this lone little goblin folk over to the side here.
Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye, friend.
He's gonna sweep up high into the air.
Because all this set off, everyone is it's not sneaking anymore.
Underbrush, most of the nest, most of the debris around you has been blown away. I should have honestly made you guys do an athletics check to not fall off the mountain, but I didn't think of that until just now, so I'm not going to do it. But yes, you've all become quite visible as the explosion disheveled everyone and made them stand up straight.
Oh God. See if I can survive one hit.
One hit. This boy's got multi-attack.
Oh boy.
One turn.
All right, flying above you, he reaches his claws down to slash you to bits. Your AC is above 10, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So you dive down into the log to just barely avoid the claws. However, his stinging tail whips around to try and smash into you. And again, you're just able to dodge him at the last second. My lord. He's going to get as close as he can to Lord Peter Henderson, just eyeing him down. And that's going to be it.
Made a friend.
Pointy is up.
I'm gonna say you should have never turned your back on me, and I'm gonna climb up him and throw the potion on him of possession that we got.
Oh my god.
I'm dodging through like the log, like it's like a hollowed out log, so I like scamper around, trying to dodge and everything, and then climb up and throw the potion on him.
Should I make him do an athletics or an acrobatics check for this?
I could see either one working.
Acrobatics.
Do an acrobatics check.
Climbing and swinging around.
And remember, you can add an Oh, no need.
He's a rogue.
All right.
Yeah, I also have that climbing thing, so that probably helps out as well, where like climbing doesn't take more.
Yeah, you're easily able to run up his very strange and muscle-bound legs and splash the potion all over his body without him being able to fight it. He does a wisdom saving check to see, or a constitution or wisdom, I'm thinking.
I think earlier you
You said wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom before.
I was trying to remember.
All right, DC at 13 with wisdom. Let's see if we can fight it off. He cannot. His muscles seem to relax as Pointy falls limp to the ground, his body unharmed, but on the ground, unable to move. You now control the body of this wyvern.
Amazing.
Is it on my turn or his next turn?
It's on your turn. His turn is skipped until he can wake himself up.
Oh, okay.
And it's on fire still, so it can.
Oh crap.
So you can choose not to put out the fire on it.
Yeah, my goblin brain is in his body, and he's going. And my brain is going. Ow! Why did I do this? I'm on fire. I'm just feeling in pain. Yeah, as I fell from him, I gave a thumbs up as I passed out. Okay, that's my turn then. I'm a dragon now.
Oh man.
Rawr.
Have
Roar.
Does that affect its AC or anything?
He is more easily able to be hit. However, because he's larger, every time he takes damage, he does a wisdom check to wake himself up.
Okay.
Plus, you guys already have advantage on him, so I can't give you more advantage.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. Pointy had a very successful turn. Gregor, you are up.
All right, Gregor's like just, surprised that this worked, but he turned to Cameron and be like, huh? And then I will, they'll Pointy, this might hurt, but I'm gonna try to hit that with, where is it? Guiding Bolt.
That's going to hit him. Roll damage.
Hit, all right. Radiant
Ooh.
damage.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, not a bad roll on that one.
Jesus.
And okay, yeah, I think we're. Yeah, I don't do anything else. Okay, yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, just give me 1 second. All right. Torgila would be up, but before he can take his turn, a screeching and flapping of more wings can be heard, and from around the corner comes a pair of deer-like creatures with wings the size of their bodies. Enormous feathery wings fly around as their hooved hands and their antlered heads blindly swip back and forth, looking at everybody. Caressing the scene and understanding what's going on, they realize now is the time to take the position as head chieftain, and all they gotta do is get rid of these pesky humans so they can keep this nest as the leaders they want to be someday. They join the fight, ready to kill everything in their way.
All right,
I knew it'd be
where are they
too
located?
easy.
Oh, I see them now. Okay, my.
Actually,
Alright.
it should be my turn since I rolled a natural one. It's just not there.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah. I rolled a natural one for initiative, but it's not there.
Oh, okay, give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, it is your turn right now.
Okay.
Narath, you're there. You have to ignore these guys. They don't exist in your world yet.
Okay. How big is the dragon? I meant the wyvern.
The wyvern is, God, he's like the size of a small house. Yeah, I'd say about 30, 40 feet tall and about 10, 15 feet around. But his wingspan is obviously his height extended in each direction.
So reduce isn't going to do much to him. I don't think I can reach him with anything.
Can you buff someone on the way, or?
I can enlarge someone, but that's about it.
Well, you could do that in preparation. Or you could always ready in action.
I guess I'll ready in action. If he comes in range, I will cast, I guess, Ray of Frost, which has a 60 feet range.
Okay,
And
where?
I'm going to move right.
He looks like he's 65 feet away from you right now.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
65?
Yeah, my arrow's right. Yeah.
Yeah, on the left-hand side, top left of your screen, there's a circle with a
Yeah,
ruler. Yeah, okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, you get in with a Ray of Frost.
So. Sweet. Okay, I got a natural 20 then.
God damn.
A crit hit.
So that is 2d8 then.
All right, roll damage for the second one.
How do I roll damage?
You click
click
the
on
word Ray of Frost in the chat.
Yeah, right under where it says
Oh, okay.
25, 21, 60 feet. Yeah.
Well, considering it's like the homebrew rule, it would basically be 2 plus 8 So you'd basically do 10 damage with that.
Yes.
Okay. And its movement's reduced by 10. 10 feet.
Jeez, you guys are really slowing this thing down. All right. Now, now those weird deer bird creatures have appeared at the ridge with blood in their eyes. And Torgila, it's now your turn.
All right, so I will, let's see, 30 feet there. So I will move over, seeing that everyone's taking care of the wyvern pretty well. I'll move here. Or is that 30 or 35 feet? I messed it up. Oh, 30, okay. Here, and let's see how close I can get. 15, I can get you just out of range. So I will, 15 feet. Let's cast sleep on the Deerhawks.
Okay.
Alright, so let me.
That is a weird, cool creature.
Right, character sheet. Where are you?
Yeah, the name's pretty cool too, but I can't tell you because you'll just look up his stats.
That's fair.
Even if you did, I wouldn't, because I
I'll
won't
just
look
Google
moment here.
deer with hawk
Yep.
wing.
I'm gonna cast it at second level, so
Don't they start with a P or something?
No. They start with a Q.
No, because I know
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've
Alright,
heard of like
so-
one creature that's like got that.
So I
Try not
cast
to
sleep.
metagame, so.
So I cast sleep right over here against those the Deerhawks, and I affect up to 24 hit points for the creatures. So if they have 24 or fewer hit points, one of them will fall asleep.
They both stare at you like you just made a bad joke.
All right, good to know. All right, that was my movement and action, and that's my turn.
All right, Kaimon, that woke his ass up. That explosion was pretty damn good. He's willing to get in the fight now.
Started combat. I sleep. Explosion. I woke.
He's gonna dash up and start running directly towards the creature. He can't reach it, obviously. But let me see. I'm just double checking his sheet. Okay, yeah, he's going to. He can't reach, sure enough. But to the south, he sees those two new deer creatures, and seeing as they're a pretty on the nose threat, he's going to take 2 shots with his light crossbow because he has extra attack as a fighter.
Does he have the crossbow, like the feat that lets him load a crossbow as like a bonus action?
Definitely not.
Because then otherwise he can only make 1 shot.
Do you reload crossbow bolts with a bonus action, or is it just 1 per turn?
Like it basically, I think it takes an action to reload a crossbow.
Okay, so he fires and then reloads.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the. That's why crossbows are like if you're gonna use them, it's like a one and done, and then you switch to a different weapon unless you build around crossbows.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing.
All right.
I look up the crossbow rules.
Well, he fires the shot directly over the corpse of his fallen ally, and it hits directly into the thigh of one of the deer creatures. It screams out in
Which
pain, the one up top.
Okay.
It screams out in pain, a mixture of fear, anger, and just frustration as it stares him down with blood in its teeth and readies to charge. All right, Rand, you are up.
All right. They are, because they haven't attacked yet. I will move. I think that's close enough to hit them. Yeah. So I shall attack. I shall attack this boy with an explosive arrow.
Oh,
All right.
I imagine a 23 will hit it.
It definitely does.
Okay.
Oh god, here come all those fucking crits again.
So basically, you just did 19, 11, and then 32 damage.
Oh my god. And then you did 12 damage to the other one. All right. The explosive arrow flies into the very center, the very heart of the creature, and without a second moment, it explodes in every direction. Vile viscera and bone matter flying everywhere, cutting into his friend next to him. Before he could even get out an attack, it seems he's already died a very violent and explosive death. Meanwhile, his friend takes a solid 12 damage, and is not happy about the outcome of this ambush.
This is the one that got initially shot. Is it still alive?
Oh, it's super dead.
I was making sure. I was like, I don't think anything can survive fucking like over 60 damage.
Oh my god. All right. Peter Herndon II, the oh so helpful man he is throwing another vicious mockery at our wyvern. Look at this dumb piece of shit getting his mind taken over by some little tiny goblin he could pick his teeth with. What does he think he's gonna do? Cry himself to sleep? What a loser, right?
And like Pointy feels that pain, right? So
Wait, that does bring up a question. Would Pointy be the one who has to make the wisdom save? Since he's controlling the thing?
Pointy, make a wisdom save.
Wait, what if Pointy just decides to fail?
6.
Well, you did fail.
right.
And the pain hurts his feelings too, as well as the wyvern. So you both take 5 damage.
Ow. Yeah, Pointy. Yeah, Pointy. His inside monologue. He says, "Why would they say such hurtful things? Oh wait, I'm a dragon. Wait, what?
What am I?
Isn't there now a save for the wyvern to see if it pops him out?
Yeah, and he is just. What? Oh, he was failing until now. He's back.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
All right, Pointy still standing underneath the wyvern. His body finally springs back to life as the wyvern shakes its head, wiggles its wings, and screams out in anger. Things aren't going very great for the wyvern, but it's about to go very badly for everyone else in this room too.
One thing that's nice, at least because Vicious Mockery landed, it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Yeah.
That's true. But so does Pointy, except that's negated because of all the buffs we've been putting up.
I was gonna say it has Fairy Fire on it, and it had the Guiding Bolt on it.
Yeah, so
Attacks get advantage on it.
Gorbik.
Okay. Let's see, what's the range? Gorbik is gonna move up a little bit, and seeing that this thing is now back in its own senses, he's going to once again cast Dissonant Whispers, this time just at first level.
All right.
And I got the same amount of damage as when I casted it as a freaking second level. So DC 12 Wisdom save.
He is going to pass that check.
Shit.
Does he take half or no damage?
He takes half.
Okay,
Like-
but no running, right?
No running. For the Valor Bard, like inspiration.
Yep.
Like, is it just attack rolls, or is it like damage rolls on?
Yes, you can
on
do.
attacks?
Wait, let me double check that. Yes,
Yeah,
thank
like,
you
can I-
for clarifying.
Yeah, because I want to know if I can add it onto the damage roll for a spell.
Let's see. Inspiration. 1d10. Combat inspiration, okay. So you can add it a number rolled to a weapon damage roll.
Okay.
So it has to be a weapon.
Okay, so I'll just save that. Let's see. Do I have anything else I can do as a bonus action? Let's see. But 60 feet. I am going to move a little bit closer, and I will activate Mantle of Inspiration. So, by expending one of my bardic inspirations, I can choose up to 2 creatures, because my charisma modifier is a 2, and they can use their reaction to move away without provoking opportunity attacks, and they gain 5 temporary HP. So I'm going to choose Pointy, and I'm going to choose Camon. So Pointy, if you'd like, you can use your reaction to move away from the wyvern without taking an opportunity attack. And you get 5 temporary hit points.
Cool. I'm gonna die this next turn. I just know it.
Well,
that's why-
5 hit points might help.
Well, also you can use your reaction right now to
Oh,
move.
now. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
no, your reaction is just like can be used pretty much whenever. It's like in response to something. So you can use your reaction now to just go like whatever your movement is, just go as far away as you want. And this thing can't hit you.
Okay. Yeah, the wyvern looks down, and where Pointy used to be is a dust trail.
Camon can also use its reaction to move if you would like to.
Yeah, he's gonna move on up and get within striking distance.
Moron.
He's gonna die.
Well, he's got 5 temporary hit points. He should be fine. This is why I was saving my bardic inspirations.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve still, too.
All right, the wyvern, not super happy for obvious reasons, hovers back up about 5 feet into the air, and he's going to take a strike on Cayman directly in front of him with his stinger.
With disadvantage because of Vicious Mockery.
I'm not kidding when I say he got a 25 and a 24 on that.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it happens.
All right. The stinger comes down and unfurls from his tail a sharp little blade at the tip of it that sinks deep into Kaimon Lodestone's belly. Poison goes into him, going throughout his bloodstream, and he is able to push the poison back out of his mind a little bit, which keeps him from... No, he's still going down. Yeah, Cayman's still being knocked out.
Like how, even with the temporary hit points?
Yeah,
Like, because if it's poison, like if you've kept the poison damage thing the same, it's like it's usually like half on a successful save.
It usually is, and if it wasn't cut in half, he'd be doing around 56 damage. But it got cut in half, and that's still not enough.
Oh my god. He's down due to the damage, though, right? Not the poison.
Well, the poison is part of the damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, he's a
it's like-
half orc, right? Came on.
Yes.
So does he have a run that's endurance still or not?
Oh, yeah, where you can,
Isn't he a
roll.
Goliath? I thought he was a Goliath.
No, he said he's a half orc.
Holy
He
shit.
said he would.
He is a half orc. And yes, he is at 1 health. The wyvern doesn't like that answer. He sinks his claws deep into the creature, and he's no longer disadvantaged, correct?
Yeah.
Which is a real shame. Because he just hit the AC of 20 perfectly on the head, and the final cut does knock Kamon down to the ground.
Come on.
He's not dead, but he's unconscious.
If only we had a lore bard who could freaking use cutting words.
In that moment, too, the wyvern flew directly forward, hovering over Lord Peter Herndon II, ready to cut him in half on the next turn. Pointy the goblin is up.
Okay.
Oh,
I am going to.
Also, shouldn't the wyvern have taken like some fire damage because it didn't take its turn?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't take its action to put out the flame.
I think it tries to put it out every turn. Like,
All right.
Not as an action, but as just like a thing.
Saving throw, yeah.
Almost things like it takes. I thought it takes like an action to.
I'll
Extinguish.
It does take an action to extinguish, so he took 7 damage that turn. All right, and now it's Pointy's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Kamon and using my fast hands, I drop him a potion like
Okay.
mid stride, and it lands in his mouth with a bonus action.
Nice. I like that.
And then let's see, I've got 10 more feet. And then I'm gonna take a bow shot as I'm running.
Also, roll the 2d4s for that healing potion for me.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 5.
All right,
So total of 7. Got
Plus
it.
2, right?
Yep.
7. Okay, the potion being thrown in Kamon's mouth was a success. A bit of glass here and there, but nothing he can't handle. Meanwhile, you run through with the arrows drawn, and you shoot it directly at the wyvern, but he's ready for your projectiles and knocks it away before it can get near him.
Okay, that's my turn.
Gregor, you are up.
All right. Let's see. Is Lord Herndon hurt at all? Is he?
No, Lord Peter Herndon is pretty much unscathed as far as you can see.
Okay. Well, me and Kama need hit points, so I'm gonna do as a bonus action. Do a little bit of this. Mass heal. So, didn't do the description, but everyone. It was like up to 3 people that I can see. Gains. Yeah, 2d or no 1d4 plus. Okay, so. Sorry, so 6 for Kamen and 6 for me. That would be. Can click on my. Alright, and then going to do for my action. Wait, oh no, I can't. So,
Can't cast a spell again because you use.
yeah.
You could use a can. You could use a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Alright, yeah, I'll have to do a cantrip then. Yeah, which is gonna be, well, yeah, I totally did.
Needs a wisdom save.
He does not save it.
So he takes 11 damage.
All right. The ringing in the dragon's ears becomes thundering and almost deafening to a point before he's able to shake away the toll, but it still causes a bit of damage to his brain.
I just thought something. You're level 5, right?
Yeah, so that
You're-
should be 2d12?
Yeah, that should be 2d12. So you
Okay,
should roll
so-
another
12,
d12.
Ah,
Yeah. I mean, 14 damage is still
yeah,
pretty good.
still- yeah.
Okay. Next up, it's going to be the the winged creature on the edge of the battle map.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? He's going to see these two in front of him and go for the one who looks like he's got the softest meat that he can take a chunk out of.
17 health.
All right. He first attempts to use his enormous antlers to gore you as he scratches at you with his talons. The first goring is a success. It cuts deep into you, dealing 4 piercing damage. However, the talons you're easily able to knock away with your arms, keeping them with claws away from piercing your skin. And, oh, wait, hold on a second. Sorry, you take 13 piercing damage.
Oh.
Yeah, because he has a dive attack, and because you're close enough, he was able to fly 30 feet up and 30 feet down and cut into you.
Oh. Okay.
Right. What was the? Because you actually have your inspiration. You could use it for your armor class if you wanted. Since I'm a Valor Bard.
What was the roll?
You didn't see the attack rolls.
I mean, I might as
We
well.
can roll d6.
Oh, okay.
My inspirations are
You're
today.
inspiring people, bro.
You would have needed a 6 to get that to work, just FYI. So yeah, he's getting a taste of your blood, that's for sure.
Who's the one that casted Fairy Fire earlier?
I'm the one who did. Torgila.
Okay, making sure.
All right, Nerith, you just got cut pretty bad. What you gonna do?
I don't know anymore. I guess I'm gonna cast Shatter with Careful spell on the Wyvern, so he has to make a dex save of, I believe, 13. Yeah, 13. I think.
He's going to succeed. He's rolled an 18.
Okay. Well, he takes half damage still.
All right, so that's still 7 damage, I believe.
6.
6. I forgot which way
Does it
we're
roll up or
rounded.
down?
It always
you
rounds down.
Yeah, you always round down.
Okay, then it's 6 damage.
And I can't move away without an opportunity attack, so I guess I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, the world around him crumbles, shatters, and shimmers as the pain radiates throughout his body, but he's able to tense up just right to keep the damage to a minimum. The deer monster flying thing is not looking great, but is still alive. Torgilla, the Dragon Bard, you're up.
All right, you said Deer Hawk's looking really rough.
Yes.
All right, I guess it's time to take a swipe at it with my sword.
All right.
All right, let's do this. It's an 11.
That's not going to be enough, I'm afraid. Unless you had a bardic inspiration, perhaps.
Well, I gave all mine away, so.
Ah, got it.
And also, I can't inspire myself.
Damn.
Well, yeah, that's all I got, folks.
All right. Your blade finally sees the sun for the first time, slashing at the deer, but it's able to gleefully jump out of the way. It seems that you can't hit this one with all your best efforts.
Okay.
Kaimon, back to being awake, spitting glass out of his teeth. He sees what's going to happen right here in front of him and gets just a little bit panicked. He's used up most of his abilities already, so all he can really do is sprint over here and then use his extra attack to get a single swing on the creature.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, and he hits hard. The slash comes upwards and fast as he runs forward, his momentum driving the blade deep into the skin of the beast. It screams out with a bloody rage. It's finally starting to feel some fear drip into its eyes. And Rand, you are now up.
Okay. I shall take some movement and where can I go? Yeah, I can go.
Shooty,
One,
shooty,
two,
boom.
three, four. And then shooty melty. I will use an acid arrow to attack him. Oof.
14.
Still is highlighted, right?
Still highlighted, yes.
Still highlighted. However, that's not going to be enough to pierce this
Oh,
dragon
shoot.
hide.
All right.
You got some faulty acid arrows. Should take them back.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever end up hitting with an acid arrow even?
Nope.
Nope. Only exploding arrows so far.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
So he's a Hawkeye with all these tricked out arrows, and
Yeah.
basically.
Hawkeye with all the trick out arrows, but only the explosive arrows work.
Yeah.
And you said this is all covered in hay, right?
It was, but now it's pretty much blown away to the rocky surface it used to be because of the explosion earlier.
Okay. Because as a rogue, I can bonus action to dash. Wait. Yeah.
Yep.
Or hide.
Uh-huh. Or disengage.
Or cry.
Yeah.
No one else uses bonus action to cry? Just me?
That's just my normal action.
We talking IRL or?
Right.
I think the fifth.
So can I hide here, or do I? Like, is there enough hay around to hide? Or did it all blow away?
Burrow into it. Yeah.
There's a lot of bones you could hide underneath right there.
Let's hide in the bones. Yeah.
All right, you jump down into what is a combination of fresh and ancient bones sticking in every direction. Could you roll a Constitution check for me really quick?
Uh-oh.
He does also have to roll.
Hey,
He does also have to roll a stealth check.
Yeah,
technically.
do roll a stealth check also.
This is where I belong.
I swear, yeah. Wow. Go buy a lottery ticket right now. 'Cause,
Enough those acid arrows.
Oh my god.
Evens out.
Your swan dive into the pit of bones is at the perfect angle to miss every jagged bone and old sword filled with rust and poison. You don't get hurt, you don't cut yourself, and you don't have to push off any poison mines. You're just too good, except for poison arrows. All right. With that, it's going to be Peter Herndon II's turn. He is. Yeah, no, he knows he can't run. He knows he can't exactly kill the thing, and now that he's face to face with it, he's starting to get a little bit scared. Stay back, you filthy wyvern! Your ugly mama's gonna wish that I'd treated her better, or else I'd have thrown her down a well.
you just trail off in your insult.
He's panicked. He's trying.
Yeah, no, I'm teasing.
And man, he is horrible with wisdom saves this turn because he takes that 6 damage, feeling the burn, even though he really shouldn't have. And he's gonna stay within range, but he's gonna get off to the side so anyone else can come in and help out. Gorbik, you are up.
Using my last bardic inspiration, I will once again use Mantle of Inspiration. Narith and old fuckface, the coward boy, both get 5 temporary hit points.
That's a bad
And-
sign that I knew who you're talking about.
both get 5 temporary hit points and can move and can use their reaction to move without taking an attack of opportunity.
I'm out.
And Narth, you can also move right now if you would like to.
Narth, are you good there, or do you want to move?
Oh, I'm good. Well,
Oh,
can I move without a
Yeah, you
Yeah,
move.
that's the whole
Yeah,
point right
you,
now.
you,
Oh,
use your
okay.
you can use your reaction to move without taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, okay. I'll move right up here then.
And then, all right, I'm gonna try it. I'm going to drop heroism,
okay.
and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the Wyvern. Oh, a quick question. Does it have more than 4 intelligence?
It does.
Good, then it's affected. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
It succeeds.
Fuck.
While a chuckle might ring out of its mouth for a moment, the laughter soon fades into nothingness.
That was worth a try.
Yeah.
Figured at the very least I could get it to become incapacitated and fall prone.
Hey, shit happens.
Yeah, that's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay, man, my sweet, sweet boy is going to die this day.
Yeah, probably. The dragon flies up a bit and uses its claw to slash down at the half-orc.
He did have
With-
an extra 6 hit points just for what it's worth.
With disadvantage because of vicious mockery.
Yep.
And the vicious mockery does its job. The wyvern is unable to hit him with that, so instead he tries his stinger out.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Kaimon is super unconscious now.
Did it roll a natural 20?
No, but he's got like a +8 to this thing.
Ooh. Yeah, just so long as it, like the damage, just so long as he doesn't go to negative, however much damage, like however much max health he has, we're good.
Yeah, no, it's about 10 hit points shy of it, so Kaimon will survive this
Oh.
round.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah. However, the dragon, realizing it's not going to be able to eat Peter with everybody attacking him, gets into opportunity attack range of as many people as he can, so that no one can run from him. It's now Pointy the Goblin's turn.
Okay. Another health.
you don't get to die on me.
Nice.
It's been 10 hours of CPR and it keeps working, damn it!
Gonna die on me yet.
2 D4s, please.
Man, look at how fast his hands are.
Can barely keep up with his hands.
It's 2d4 plus what?
2, so he's got 8 now. Kaimon groggily gets what just goes, please just let me die next time. Please. There's so much pain. So much glass in my mouth.
I'm not letting you die. If anything, you owe me. And I shoot a bow. Shoot an arrow at this. Shoot a bow. At the guy. Is it with advantage? Is he still out?
Yeah, still going.
God.
It's a 22 to hit, and your sneak attack.
And
Very
sneak
nice.
attack. What was sneak attack again? Sorry, I should.
2d6.
2d6.
1, 2, ooh. 9,
So
5.
14 damage total, not bad.
Yeah.
Another arrow sinks into the side of this beast. This one hits where another arrow already was, and the organ seems to have been pierced as black, inky goo starts to seep out of him. The creature is starting to become a little bit panicked.
Fight, Kaimon. Fight! Turn to him and shake him. Please
Gregor,
let
you
me
are up.
Okay, so I'm gonna. What I wanted to do last time. I'm gonna use my spell. My last third level spell for a spirit guardian. I'm gonna show him my skeletons. All right. So
All right.
I'll get the description.
So basically, you just
yeah, spirits fill around me to a distance of 15 feet. They appear angelic, blah, blah, blah. And they take that much damage, radiant damage. Well, it says when a creature enters the area for first time or starts its turn. So I don't know if it would be on my turn. They
So
are
basically-
considered being entered.
so basically, yeah, like if it like
Force
if it,
them
like,
to enter it.
Yeah, if it moves towards you, or if it starts its turn within 15 feet of you, it takes that damage.
Okay.
Just to, kind of
Make sure.
that coverage. Yeah.
All right.
It's actually pretty good. That's a good spell to use.
It is. Okay, so the dragon takes 3d8 right now, or does he do that when he moves next?
I think at the start of its turn, if I heard your description right.
Okay, got it. All right, anything else, Gregor?
Oh, hold on. It says. Hold on. Yeah. I just want to make sure I get the spell right when you get it. Let's see. You must make a Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, on its turn. On a failed save, it takes 3d8. Successful save, it takes half. Okay, so, yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Oh, and also, like a creature that's affected by this thing, like its speed is halved when it's in the area. So basically, this thing has just half speed right off the bat.
Yeah, it already had a pretty big speed deficit at this point.
You don't get to run away.
All right, our creepy winged deer is going to fly into an advantage section to strike at Torgila. He's going to try to hit you with the antlers and then scratch at you with his claws. Ooh.
Well, that brings up a question: is the wyvern considered an ally of the deer creature?
There's no way for you to tell.
True.
I'm not just giving that information up.
That's fair. Yeah.
Because if they came here to basically try to take over, wouldn't they be also trying to fight the wyvern?
Yeah, but as far as it can tell, you're beating it. So you're the stronger thing that needs to die first.
Ah, okay. So it's like common enemy.
Yeah.
All right.
And this common enemy is on the real lucky side. Not needing the advantage at all, it's able to successfully get its antlers deep into your sternum, doing a critical hit of 16 piercing damage.
Okay, I will mark that off, and I will make a Constitution saving throw to hold up Fairy Fire.
All right.
Can be if it was 16 damage, then your DC is 10 because
Yep.
half of that is less than 10.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Constitution saving throw. Let's hope for the best.
Oh,
Hey!
barely.
Hey!
Just barely.
Hey, I'll take it.
You just barely hold on to it, and you did such a great job that I feel a little bit bad about this part. One of the talons, however, while you're concentrating to hold yourself in place and keep your spell going, is able to seep up and cut you on the side lengthwise. The blood that pools out quickly makes you see the light fall out of your eyes and you pass out onto the ground.
I'm assuming that was more than 8 damage.
It was exactly 8 damage.
Yep, I'm unconscious, and the wyvern's no longer glowing.
Oof. No more
I still have
advantage.
my guiding bolt on it. I think, unless that was.
Yeah, the guiding bolt was a long time ago.
Did only on the next one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Next.
All right. Nerith, you are up.
Okay. Question with Mage Hand. I can put a potion in Mage Hand, right?
I would say yes as the DM.
And then I can... Okay. And I can't put 2 meta magic features on one spell, right?
Not unless they specifically state that that's allowed.
Okay. So I am going to Mage Hand a potion over to Torgula and pour it in his mouth.
Okay. We're out of potions, just so you know. I've been counting. That's
I have
it
2
for...
on me.
Oh, you have 2? Oh, shoot. Never mind.
Yeah, I haven't used any of mine yet. It is.
But one of them was definitely given to Gregor earlier. Oh, but then, yeah, Pointy's only thrown 2, and then, yeah, you have 2. So, yes, you have 1 potion left.
Okay. So it's 2d4 plus 2,
Correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
so 5 points of healing, but...
Hey, it's 5.
And you're back.
Right, let's...
And just in time for your turn.
Perfect.
And that's the end of my turn.
Targilla, you're back awake. Let's see what you got.
Alright, laying on the ground. How are the wyvern and deerhawk looking?
Both are not in great shape. The deerhawk is in a good amount of pain, and the wyvern is, for the amount of health it started with, it's in pretty critical shape.
All right, I will. I can't get out of melee range because nope, can't do that. Okay, so I
Well,
will.
can't you take disengage action? Isn't that?
Yes, but I want to use my breath weapon, but I can't
Okay.
do them since they're
That's right.
opposite sides. All right, I will aim my face at the wyvern, and I will use my breath weapon. So it has to make a Constitution save of 12, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, I suppose it's in here if I just pull it up. All right, where is it? Breath weapon.
It's under. It should be under spells, probably.
Oh, it's under my abilities, not my spells.
Ah,
Yeah, so DC's 8 plus. Yep, so that's a 12 Constitution saving throw.
he is going to get that. He had a 13.
All right, so then he takes half damage.
All
For
right.
some reason, it won't let me click it and roll it, so I'll just do it manually over here. So, let's see, R. Well, I can do it over there. I don't have to do it here. All right. 2d6. All right, it takes 3 points of frost damage, of cold damage.
A chill winds through its body. It grips at its toe, and the toe feels the pain. Okay. Anything else, or
Oh, well, if I move, I'll move here. Wait, oops. I'll move a little further back, but still in melee with both of them, so I don't trigger opportunity attack. And that's all I wrote.
Bed.
okay? Cayman Lodestone, who still would really just like to go to sleep. He's very tired.
Once this is over, I got us.
He's going to come up, and he is, despite being a warrior with all these abilities, he's burned out pretty much all of them. So he's just going to do 2 longsword attacks with the hopes that that'll end this finally.
With advantage because he's flanking.
That is true. He didn't need it, though. Both were solid swings that he did.
I got a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
And 15. It's exact same damage rolls.
Yeah, it's Whew.
Huh.
The dragon.
This man just rolled max damage on both attacks.
I know. The dragon, its wings spread wide, ready to shout and burn and crash and kill everything around it. It sees Cayman coming with the blade and puts its arms up to try to keep it safe. But Cayman instead cuts down through both of its hands, causing blood to fly in every direction. It sputters, it screams, it's trying to keep itself together, but this wyvern is now on its very last leg.
Get
Rand.
mocked to death again.
Oh, just keep him alive to do that. One more explosive arrow. Do we have any more left?
I do have 3 left.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Probably gonna
Wouldn't
kill
that hit?
everyone. Yeah,
Didn't that
probably.
hit everyone in the range?
Yes, it would. You'd literally hit the entire team.
Oh,
Does that mean I
Oh,
keep the
go
gold
away,
myself? Does that mean I get to keep the gold myself?
And the eggs, yeah.
Oh,
there it.
Hey, might as well try an acid arrow. You've got advantage because you're hidden.
Okay, let's try the acid arrow.
one more time.
Yeah, one of these has to work.
At this point, I'm almost tempted to do regular arrow because acids aren't working. Even though there's no advantage to that. Alright, but I'm gonna go for the acid arrow.
Hey,
There we go. No need to even roll damage.
Is it dead?
This creature, panicked, flailing, ready to just flee and leave its children behind, hears the whistling of an arrow coming in its direction. He turns his head to start to scream and bite it out of the air, but instead the arrow sinks into, through, and beyond his eye, into his brain, scrambling what was left of his thoughts, feelings, hopes, and dreams as the wyvern's body spasms and then falls limp onto the ground. Blood pooling everywhere, it is finally dead.
Bitchin'.
but we still have a deer hawk.
Spirit guardians are disappointed.
Yeah, I was tempted to do the explosive arrow just to kill the deer hawk too, but
Well, then you kill me too.
2 for 1.
With the creature dead, Peter Herndon II is gonna stand up proud and happy.
to kill this guy.
Yes, we did it! I've finally proven that I can kill one of the Beast Lords. With this, our kingdom's gonna be saved. I can't thank you all enough.
We are not out of danger yet. There is still another beastie to kill.
Ah,
A minor chicken. Mega chicken is dead, but now we must take care of minor chicken.
Little chickens.
He has an intelligence of 6. Birds are chickens.
oh, I see. Are you talking about that two-winged deer that's gonna fall straight on its face and its antlers will pierce its own brain? That's just how dumb it is? The deer is hurt by this and sort of steps back for a moment and covers its face with its wings. The pain hurts its brain. Now it's Gorbik's turn.
Gorbik is just gonna walk right up to it. You guys watch as he pulls out that big ass loot of his. And he's gonna go for a bonk. God damn it, does an 11 hit?
It doesn't.
No.
Wait, I have my Bardic Inspiration still.
Yes, you do.
What?
Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Yay!
A bardic inspiration that did something. Woo!
Finally worked.
Oh my god!
Wow! Wow! Stepping over the body of the giant chicken, you pull out your enormous loot and just slam it down onto the head of the very sad-looking deer. like a monster you ran over with your car. You got to put it out of its misery, and you do with a single swipe of your weapon.
He just raises it over his head with both hands and just bonks him. Bonk.
Like a rock star scratching a guitar.
That is.
Bonk. Go to chicken jail.
Is that what hell is?
Oh my god.
Jail.
That is one.
For anyone wondering, this I reflavored a great club to to also being my instrument. So it's I have a war lute.
Nice.
Well, with the reverberations of your earlier explosion finally starting to clear out and the air starts to become very still, this fresh corpse, the gold around you, the eggs, the treasures, and the living lord are all starting to become quite the overwhelming feeling of success.
I bonked a chicken.
Wow. Now that we're safe, I can do another prayer of healing for 10 minutes.
I took no fucking damage this entire time.
Dude, they didn't have any damage.
Yeah.
I thought having a pseudo dragon with 200 health would do something. It did nothing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, 8 against 1, and even with the 2 little help.
I just thought, it's a lot of people, sure, but he's gonna take out a person a turn, and that's gonna make it drastic by the end. But no, God, you got that potion by pure luck, where you could take over his body, and oh man.
Oh, that was a big.
And then there's the fact that we kept him away from us for a while.
That's also true. Yeah, plus good planning. All right. If you want to RP the post of this, we can do a little bit of that, but I know we're hitting close to 4 hours, so that gets a little bit on the long side.
Yeah, I am starting to get freaking hungry.
Yeah, me too. Plus my dog has been begging for a walk. So I'll just say this. With the defeat of all these monsters and the 2 eggs saved, it only takes about 5 more minutes until reinforcements arrive. A bunch of level 9 and 12 people ready with their weapons drawn to keep you safe and to kill what's left. However, seeing a full party, mostly unscathed, along with an entirely unharmed Lord Peter Henderson II, your party is awarded an extreme amount of bonus rewards. Truly, the 2 eggs are quickly skirted away, so you're unsure as to where they're going to end up, but Gregor's able to take a couple of notes and take a few measurements on them before they disappear. The gold in the corner is extremely valuable, not just because of how much of it there is, but because of its purity and the fact that some of it dates very far back in the years. You must have dug this out of the mountain back in the day. You each will be rewarded with about 600 gold pieces at the end of this.
Just 6.
Just wow.
Just more gold than I've ever had? Doubled? Here's the thing. Lord Peter Henderson made a huge stink about the fact that he started this quest and therefore deserves a larger section of the reward, and you're just a rescue party who's already being paid to do their job. So while you're able to get a little bit extra out of him, the eggs have disappeared and you've gotten a huge gold bonus, but he likes to tell the story of how he vicious mockeried the dragon to death, the wyvern to death.
May I keep the eye that my arrow went through?
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. And with that, you guys are able to safely get back to Hozon with your brand new riches, extra renown, and the thanks of a soon-to-be lord of an entire nation.
Gorbik would probably bring the the creature that he bonked it to death. He would probably bring it with him just to have it taxidermied.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's a cool trophy that you've got there.
I don't anyone like it, and like it's like its head is still smashed in, even like when it's. Someone asked, what was that thing? I bonked a chicken to death.
I can see that.
Oh man. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming out today. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you had a lot of fun too. I did record this whole thing. The long form of it will be on a podcast and a YouTube I post today, and I will have an edited version that makes it seem like a historical moment. Probably not by the end of today, but most likely tomorrow or the next day. So you can come back here and check that out. I will at everyone once it's posted, so you can see it.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for running this.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, and if you liked the Bird's Nest map we played on, I made that myself, and we'll be posting it onto my Instagram, which is just BenderButtGM, if you want to check that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Glad you.
Do you run? Do you mainly run like one shots every once in a while? Is that like the plan of?
Right now, yeah, the plan right now is to run at least one shot a week on different days and similar times, so that different people can join in and people who have already been on the server can join in. And then eventually I will start doing a long form campaign with people, but that has to go through a longer selection process, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
But every single one shot becomes canon, so this adventure became canon and went very well.
Yeah, for sure.
We killed the mega chicken. We killed some minor chickens.
You killed the squishy chickens.
Squishy chickens. All right. I gotta go live life now, I guess.
I just can't believe the first time. I just can't believe the first time that I used the freaking my war loot. I max damage and kill something with it.
I know, right?
That was
Also
my-
2
that
kill
was-
shots on Vicious Mockery.
I know that too.
Yeah.